I suppose that I wouldn't even give you the time of day, though. What's going on? Oh shit! I shouldn't laugh. I've just got in. I have. I've just seen it. I've just seen it. What the fucking hell was that? I don't know. Dennis, why are you grabbing people in headlocks, bro? Chokeholds and that. You're meant to be boxing, bro. Kicking people in the peanuts and then chokehold. And how come where was the fair play, man, bro? How come no fair play, man, broke up his chokehold and shit? Oh, stop it, mate. I thought he was going to end up in the stingers at one time, bro. Man was shouting, I'll put you to sleep. Listen, I'm gonna even get my breath at this shit, bro. What the fuck, man? If you go down to the woods today, you have a big surprise. You have Harlem punching Dennis and getting chokeholds and shit. Oh, stop it. Listen, Peanut, jump on this fucking live now, lad. Peanut, bro, you look a little bit, you looked a bit shook at the end, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You did look a bit shook, bro, like you went to just like, you look like Dean, like you was Dean and he was Decker. That's the only way I can explain it. But big up everyone all that's in the chat. What a quad. I've had a lovely day today in my family, but I've come back now. Rat Paul is gonna absolutely rip the fucking piss out of this one. You know he's done, yeah. Oh god, man! I just thought this is the strangest fair play that I've ever seen anyway. Like fucking hell, bro. Pino got a kick in the bollocks for his Yes, Paralise, big up yourself, big up Ash H, big up fucking Ormis, big up everyone in the chat, fly me to the moon, everyone else, yeah, Mr. Gessu and all that. Yes, what's going on? Harlen is the hardest, man. But you know, Harlen, he still won't change. Nothing will change with him. He'll still be calling everyone out all his life. But at the same time, you got to give it him because he went down there. And I think Monk shot himself thinking, how have I ended up here filming this? Bless him for going down though, but lads, man, we're like, you lot were down the road, man, when the fight was going on. Where was the fair play, man? And they had the hands in the pockets, just skipping about, kicking bits of wood and stone. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to the fucking flare play, man? What's going on? I don't get it. Like, they had him in a chokehold, but how come no one was like saying like part him and that? Man's just walking around kicking stones. Monk thought he was the boyo today. I don't. It never even lasted. Not even one round. Like there weren't even a bell or nothing. There weren't a bell or nothing. Like have a breather, get back at it. You know what I mean? Like man had him in a sleeper, bro. Like what the fuck, man? Saying you give up, you give up, you give up. Like we're not at school, bro. You know what I mean? Evening Smithers, Harlen. I think Harlen. Listen, mate. After today, yeah, Harlen, you're gonna have to take it down a couple of pegs, kid, because I know you would have done good. I reckon he would have done better, you know, if Dennis weren't so dirty. Come on, let's have it right, man. Dennis, man, you're pulling off some dirty tricks there, bro. I know you wanted to win the fight, but come on, man. You know the wickedest thing, yeah, that's in. Harlan dashed you on the floor and let you get back up, bro. You threw Harlan on the floor and got him in a fucking headlock. Now Harlan's got 2 thick lips for his troubles and a busted eardrum. And a bit of hurt pride, that's just a guess. You know what I mean? And a few stinger marks. Bang on, my G. Don't know. Both need a wobble, their own heads binge. All about yeah, it's the ego, definitely 100%. Of course it is. That's what they've gone there, innit? travelled all so far and all that. But really and truly, like, you both want to hide your heads in fucking shame, man. I wouldn't have. Listen, if I fight it like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't even go on camera with them. I swear, I'd be like, fuck that. But you know what? I reckon, yeah. If it would have been a boxing match instead of like kicking, like you're at school, bro. Like fucking hell. You know what I mean? It's a man's match, bro. It's like, you know, fisticuff thing. You know what I mean? Getting people in headlocks, bro. You know what? No, did they say it was MMA rules or something? Because that's the only thing I can think, bro. I think they took a. Listen, mate. You know, if I would have been there, listen, mate, I would have punched Dennis straight in his big nostril. I really would have, mate. But I obviously don't know what was said beforehand, innit? Like, what was said, I don't know. Was it MMA rules? Or was it fucking school rules? School playground rules? Would have been, you know that, innit? Would have been better having a fucking slap fight, mate. You know, with a stand like that next to the table. You go, come on. You would have seen who was that, you know, who could take the most in. You know, Harlem's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Dennis was like, you give up. You fucking give up. You give up. Come on. Fair play men was down the bottom, trying to get conkers out the trees. So they were throwing sticks up, trying to get conkers down. Why them like were strangling each other. I can't know. I seen that comment Dave Smith was film boy pissed because he never got a clout or scoop. Never got the clout or scoop. I was waiting on Harlan giving Dennis a Chinese bell. Oh no way, bro! Like, where was that anyway? Was that in fucking Sherwood Forest or expecting Robin Hood to come out and like stab some cunt? Harlan looked like he wanted to shed a few tears at the end. Real talk, bro. He did look a bit shook. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Yeah, hold on a minute, 1 second. Let me just shut the other windows. Shut these other windows. Salute my G, Tim Smith. Yeah, all day. Salute to Tim Smith, mate. So do you reckon they'll be back by now? So that was what, 3 hours ago? 3 hours ago. Do you give up? Do you give up? And he's the nice guy. That bit got me. Listen, my missus just watched that and was like, what the fuck? Honestly, my missus was like, what's going on? Like, why? She's going, why has he got him in a headlock? Like, isn't it meant to be boxing? Yo, you didn't let me know. Say my piece, Rasclat. Rasclat. Tim Smith, bro. UK Hope TV. How much your Wi-Fi bill last time you had 20? So Dennis has got to go back to Manchester, innit? Them mans would have left about 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they'd be back by now. Does anyone know where Monkeys or any of them? Monk, Kieran, Bex. Fuck, buried them all for treating an autistic. Listen, man, Harlan's his own guy, innit? Whether he's got an illness or not, you can't really blame Dennis for fighting him when, you know what I mean. He's not really taking advantage of that. He has, you know, I mean, been a bit snidey with his kicks and that. I'm not gonna lie, in his headlocks and all that. But I don't think he specifically called him out because of his autism and all that. It's just ended up happening, innit? You know what I mean? So I don't really think people should be saying that. I think Dennis should have the test for autism. Okay, now stop it, bro. Why Harlan didn't bite a chunk out of Dennis is beyond me. I don't, you know what it is? I don't think Harlen wanted the smoke, bro. At the end, yeah, it didn't look like, you know what? He got a couple of claps on that, and then that headlock done him, didn't it, bro? It was the headlock, bro. The headlocks put him out, took it out of him, man. Took the fucking wind out of his sails. That did kick. He fucking took the wind out of his sails, mate. Let me tell you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But you know what I mean? I think, yeah, Film Boy, yeah, he likes Harlen, doesn't he? So that's all that is there. He's got his back, mate. You know what I mean? He's a bit pissed off, which is understandable. You know what I mean? He's just backing his boy there. You know, you're going to use anything in your hand. I think that's what that is with Film Boy. Harlen holding back tears at the end. The face was fuming. It did, look, it did, didn't it? Harlen give him a two-piece com. You know, something hard. This is what I was going to say, yeah. You know, like when it was boxing. Harlen was throwing some decent shots, you know. Got him with a couple of good shots. Did you see him when Dennis was like trying to like nearly turn his back to him, bro? You never turn your back to a man. Yeah. But like at one point, Dennis was running away from Harlen with his back to him. It didn't look like Dennis could take them punches, man. I reckon a few more of them, yeah, would have stuck him on his fucking ass. Nah, I know that, Dave. Listen, I'm not trying to, you know me, man. I try to see the good in everything, innit? Well, not always, but you know, at this time of day, I do. This is what I'm saying as well. If you've got someone in one of them guillotine holds, yeah, you're gonna have to give up in here because you can't fucking breathe, bruv. I think that's just a bit of a snidey move, you know. He hasn't got any fight experience, we know that anyway, but he's gaining, you know what I mean? He's little and gain. So he's gaining a fucking a few people on YouTube, put it that way. You can't say in a fight, bro, I can't breathe, fight, it's a fight. Nah, but listen, bro, it's what I'm sure, and someone tell me if I'm wrong, I remember Kieran saying that, didn't he say once or twice that there's no kicking, just punching? I could have swore I heard that. So them rules would have been made up before the fight. So this is what I'm saying. The fair play men should have been stopping that. If I was there, bro, believe me, that would not have happened. And probably if a few others there, it wouldn't have happened, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think the fight lost its rhythm for a minute. It just went into all sorts, didn't it? Evening, Sean. You're right, bro. Big up, Gavin. The mate, yeah, you look like Joe Fraser, D&H Ward. As soon as any man touches my neck in a fight, I started just shut up. I'm voting chunks out, biting chunks out of him. Simple. This is what I'm saying. If they'd just said from the start, right, yeah, it's anything, yeah, simple, anything, then safe. But I could have swore I heard that there was no point, no kicking and all that. I just have to see what the fair play men say, won't me? Tony Macaroni, big up yourself, brother. Harlen and Dennis beat to the kicking and try. This is what I'm saying. It's a bit of a cliche for him, innit? That he's fucking done that, bruv. Because I reckon if the fight would have went just carried on, honestly, mate, I think it could have gone a different way, man. I really do. And I feel ashamed that I feel like Harlen was teethed of that. Big up Alexander Ferguson. What's happening? We're talking about the Harlen and Dennis fight, mate. No doubt them guys run away back. If anyone wants to jump on the panel, the link's there. Anyone wants to have their say? What does everyone else think about it? This is going to get the reconciliation that I think he feels he should get from that fight. A lot of people are not quite happy with that fight. Dennis gonna get hurt, little cunt. The thing is, yeah, I just think, yeah, people could have had a Peanut side a little bit more. I felt like Peanut felt like he was just on his own, really. You know what I mean? There weren't any fair play getting shown. So, like I say, if you seen on that fight, yeah, Peanut at the start, right, gets kicked, grabs Dennis's legs, throws him on the floor. Could have jumped on the top of him, smacked him up, but didn't let him get back up. One of them legs in the head, grab it, sweep the other one, boom, you're gone, mate. All that kicking game, that's fair enough, but I think they should have been told from the beginning like what was going to happen, because not one kick did Peanut do. Did Peanut even kick? No, he never. He never done one kick, just punch him, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was like MMA. It was like fucking MMA against boxing. Even when an MMA fighter goes and fights, as we've seen in the past, yeah, they still have to box in a boxing ring. I don't give a fuck if they know how to kick or not. Dennis hold onto Harlan's neck. That as he was scared to have a proper, yeah, like that. As that's what that is, bro. He doesn't want to let him go because he felt a threat. Now, if he let him go, he felt a threat in it. So he wanted to get him in something that could end the fight really quick. That's what I think, anyway. I reckon it would have been a better fight if they were told just to punch. It would have been a better fight. 100%, mate. That kicking shit and then hold it, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, bro. Both posts, all talks and hugs. It was all talks and hugs, and it's weird because I'm sure these are the same two people that were in the comment section of Dean's and Thingy Bob's videos saying the same things. Oh, really? Oh, I got Hunter's chicken. Hunter's chicken with peas down. Get in, sausage. He's Harlan all right. Well, we're going to find out, innit? Oh, you know what? Wait there. I'll text him. All right. So I've just texted him. I've asked him if he's home. If he's home. So we'll see in a minute, innit? Should text me back. Come on, Harlan. Come and get Uncle Benji, give you a big hug. Come on, son. I think in Harlem will get plenty of sympathy through this. Definitely 100%. Evening, Dave. Casey, big up. I think he's a client, to be honest. Are you talking about, Casey? I think his pride's hurt more. Stephanie. Why is everyone putting it on Harlan being autistic now? He's wanted this and they agreed to change the rules. Nothing to do with being autistic. Just stopped it. Hope Dennis employees see it on live and not see much all week. I think he works self-employed. I think he's self-employed. Benji, who would win? You or Dennis? Me, of course. You're mad. Stacey, though I wasn't a fair play man, I was a spectator like the other two who were there. Found out last night it was in correct location. They told me it was on the field next to a kid's playground. So what the fuck? Kieran, so what, can you come on a minute, Keith, please? Can you jump on, bro? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Anyone want to rave? Jump on and we're live on YouTube. Come in. Go on, open your own live if you want to do that. All the road chat and everyone moaning about kicks. Down wood. Not a ring. They're not boxers. So bullshit. I can't fight. End of. Respect Harlen is accepted. Any fights that's ever been offered. That's no. Yes, true, Ryder. All I want to know is what was told at the beginning. What was it before the fight started? What was it? Just any rules? Yeah, anything. Because I could have sworn you say, Kieran, twice to him that there's no kicking. Correct me if I'm wrong. And of course, people are going to have an opinion on YouTube, but and not have an opinion about it. And not only that, anyway, you know, I fucking know both of them. You know who I'm on about. So. We know Kieran, we know Bex, and we know Monk. You know what I mean? So we know all of these. Yes, Kid. Can't hardly hear you, bro.
Yo.
Yes, bro. What are you saying? So, Kid. What was told? What was said at the start of the fight before the fight started about the rules?
I'll explain what happened. Yeah.
Go on then.
I was laying in bed last night. Harlen's texted me a postcode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because last I heard, the fight was happening in Nottingham. So I was laying in bed last night. Harlen texted me a postcode and said, "Where's this? Where's this postcode?" So I seen the postcode and thought, that's the same postcode as mine. So I had a look where it was, and it was on a field next to a fucking opposite a primary school with a kids' park on the field. Yeah. So I said, "What's that?" So I said, "What's that about?" He said, "That's the location Dennis has given me." Yeah. So I said, "Listen, you can't be having a fight on an open field next to a fucking primary school and a kids' playground. You just can't."
That's standard, obvious. Yeah, that's standard.
So I said, "Listen, if you're coming to Coventry, then go and have it in a fucking woods or something like that." I said, "I'll take you to the place." I said, "I don't even really want to fucking watch it, yeah, because it's pathetic. I'll just make sure that no fucking people are walking towards you as with kids or whatever, blah, 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 yeah?" There was no talk of me being any fair play, man. I said the same thing to Film Boy. I'm not a traveller, yeah? I don't know the traveller's rules.
No, the fair play man's there just to make sure that the rules are followed in it. That's all it is.
I've never heard. Listen, you've had street fights, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure you've had many street fights, and this I thought was a street fight. It's a street fight. It's a tear up between two people that don't like.
They were wrapped up with gloves on. They should. Nah, the street fight. They would have had any. They had gum shields and everything. Gum shields. The hands have been wrapped.
The only reason they had gum shields, yeah, I asked them about gum shields before, and Dennis was like, "Oh, I ain't even bothering with a gum shield. Hopefully he knocks a couple of my teeth out. It'll do me a favour." I even said to them both, yeah, let's not do this bare knuckle stupidity. I've got 2 pairs of boxing gloves in the boot of my car. Stick the boxing gloves on, yeah? They were both like, nah, fuck the boxing gloves, fuck the boxing gloves. So I said straight away, listen, I'm not here as a fair play. Listen, in a street fight, in my eyes, there's no rules. As you know, in a street fight, I'm biting noses, ears, gouging eyes, pulling testicles off, everything. Yeah, anything goes as long as you win. That's the fucking rules if you're fighting on the street. So I weren't there acting as a fair play man. I just said, listen, if you're going to do it, you can't do it at a child's fucking playground on a field next to a kid's playground. If you're going to do it and it's in Cov, then go and do it in a fucking wooded area. I said, I don't even want to watch it. I'm just going to make sure that no fucking... And if you watch the thing, you see me walk off and tell some geezer who was with his 2 kids, don't walk up there, mate, because they're fucking 2 people having a scrap. Before the fight even started, I told some woman and a kid, don't go down there because them 2 are having a scrap. I even said I'd sit in the van with Bex. Yeah, Bex was like, I'll sit in the van. I weren't even interested. They wanted to do it.
You know, but the thing is, King, didn't you go up though after Dennis was? I mean, he was kicked in the bollocks, And didn't you say there's no kicking allowed? I'm sure I heard it from you and Monk. Kieran? I thought it was going to be a boxing match, you see.
No one said to me Queenbury rules boxing, brother. I'm not a fair play man. Yeah.
No, I know that, but you did say, watch the video, bro. You went up and said,
Yeah,
listen,
I
no
know.
kicking.
I said don't kick each other in the bollocks, mate. That's standard fucking rules, isn't it? Listen, me and you have
Oh,
a fight now.
I
I'm not
thought you
kicking you
said
in the
no
cock.
kicking. That's all like no
Nah,
kicking.
before the fight even started, they were on about kicking. And Harlan said, oh, if we're going to do kicking, let's go and move down to the area down there because it's a little bit bigger. Dennis was like, nah, fuck that. We'll stay here. And they were like, all right, we'll stay here. And they fucking had a fight. That was it. Listen, all I said was, listen, if
This is no
someone gets
rules.
knocked out, listen, all I said to them both, and they'll both confirm it. If someone gets knocked out, yeah, you can't start jumping on each other's fucking heads. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Don't you think Dennis wasn't being as fair as Peanut was though? Because Peanut threw him on the floor and allowed him to get back up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dennis didn't. When he threw Peanut on the floor, he grabbed him and held him in a chokehold.
When he threw Peanut on the floor, he grabbed him and he sort of, as he come back up, he grabbed him again.
Yeah, in a headlock, like
of course. Of course, but listen, bro, this is what people's getting mixed up with, and I've told Filmball the same thing. No one told me this is Queensbury rules fucking boxing. Boxing allowed, no feet, no nothing. No one said that. No one said that to me, and I'm not being funny.
Okay, so
who the fuck am I to say what they can do? All I said was, you can't be fighting on a field, open field, you're going to get nicked. Plus, it's next to a fucking kid's playground. Do you know what I mean? At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what I said. I said, if you're going to come to Coventry, go and do it in the woods.
It was sorted ages ago, MMA style, no gloves. We had no biting, no eye gouging, kicking in balls, no kicking in balls. Well, Dennis, you kicked him in the balls. So you said that, and you booted him in the balls. And what was I going to say? Oh, so you said it was MMA.
He kicked him in the balls, and instantly he said sorry, and that was it. Harlan was like, "You've kicked me in the balls," and I was like, "Look, don't fucking kick each other in the balls." Do you know what I mean? You can't kick each other in the bollocks.
Yeah. So
listen, the fight should never have happened. As soon as they pulled up in the van, yeah, they got out. Monk jokingly went, "Oh, you're fair play." I said, "I ain't fair play nothing. Who the fuck am I to be fair playing anything? I'm not no fair play. They're coming up here for a fucking scrap. That's it."
But last week you were saying that, wasn't you, Key? You were saying last week, "I'll be your fair play, man." That's that's why everyone's getting confused.
Yeah. Do you remember when I said that? Was when fucking Boss when they were first initially talking about it, and Harlan was like, "Nah, Boss Dog's doing it, mate." Everyone's banging on about fair plays and all this shit. I don't even know what that fucking shit means. I'm not a traveller. No one.
Just to make sure that the fight goes properly in it, and no one's doing,
Listen, I said to fucking both of them,
and other people jumping in, and that's all that is.
I said to both of them, it shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, if that's the case, then safe. But kickings for dear, you know what? If that's the case, in it. I wasn't told. I just thought, a boxing match. Dennis, well, I think it was dirty, holding any moves to choke him out, like. But like I say, you said it was MMA, so.
Listen, Ben. Listen, Ben. If you're having a street fight with someone, yeah. If you're having a toe to toe with someone, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Oh, listen, it's like Peanut didn't even want to get out of it, though. It's like he didn't even want to get out of it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had two arms there. I would have been pounding your stomach, bro. Boom, shots to your stomach. Boom.
Listen, I said you could hear me saying to Peanut.
You get me? Like, he wasn't even doing anything. He was just.
You could hear me saying to him, grab him by his leg, lift him up, slam him, do something. I was saying, grab his leg, Harlan, do something.
That's what I even heard someone say that. It's like he didn't want to do anything.
I was talking to Harlan while he had him in the headlock. Listen, people are getting it mixed up, talking about how Dennis choked Harlan out. Listen, no one got choked out. Dennis had Harlan in a fucking headlock. That's it.
Yeah, it's a chokehold, though, isn't it? It's a chokehold.
It's a chokehold, brother, but he weren't choked out. He weren't unconscious. He was in a fucking headlock.
Benji, it's supposed to be hands, no feet. You don't change.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that weren't what
you're
was
going to have a
discussed.
boxing match, you know what I mean, bro? I didn't think it was going to be that.
That weren't what was discussed.
That was not a fair go. That was what you call a
It just didn't seem fair to me, bro. Honest to God, man, I just don't think it was fair.
As far as I'm concerned, it was classed as a street fight. I'm not no fair play man. Like I said, my role in it was literally they're coming to my town. Yeah, they can't be fighting in an open field next to a playground. I know where you can do it, and you can ask Harlan yourself. I even said I won't even watch it. I'll gladly just stand at the entrance and make sure
Why go if you're not going to watch it, Kieran?
Because I weren't really interested in it. No disrespect. I'm not really interested in watching them two fight.
Why go then?
Why go? I just told you why I went.
I thought it was a joke because I like.
I went because they wanted to fight round the corner from my house at on an open field next to a primary school and a fucking.
Was that what? How come you knew? How come it was by your house anyway? How come Dennis knew it was there? Knew you lived around then?
Because Dennis has got a friend from Coventry. That's as far as I know. Dennis knows someone in Coventry. Yeah, so Dennis was speaking to this bloke from Coventry, and this bloke said, "Right, why don't you do it here?" So then Harlan sent me the address, and I was like, "Nah, you can't do it there, mate. That's next to a fucking the field is connected."
Yeah, it is Saturday though. No school would have been on, but yeah.
No, the school wouldn't be on, but the park was full, bro. I've drove past it 3 times already before I even met them. The park was full. The field was full of people playing football, walking their dogs and that. They would have got nicked, and that would have been the end of it.
Dennis fighting in the woods.
So I just said, listen, if you're going to do it, you can go to a woods. No one's going to be interrupted. No one's going to be interrupting what you want to do. Listen, all I said to them was, if someone gets knocked down, don't start jumping on their heads. That's it.
Yes, Jay's ways. Big up yourself, Lucifer. Yeah, you don't none of that anyway. But
No.
Dennis, listen to this. Yeah. Hold on a minute, Dennis. When Harlan threw you on the floor, he allowed you to get back up, bro. You get me? That's all I'm saying.
I like both lads, and it's when I woke up today and my phone was going, I was like, no. Because I see the both of them, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like I do want to speak to the both of them. So, like I said, they're young men and they're fucking, you know what I mean? Their game is badgers, and I just wish them.
I said to both of them, a couple of little scratches, but I said to both of them as soon as they got there, it shouldn't even be happening. It's pathetic. And as we were walking out, as we walked out the thing, I said to Bex, it shouldn't even be happening. It's fucking pathetic. It's just pathetic.
They're both all right, lads. You know what I mean? They're both all right, lads, man.
Listen, they're both adults, yeah, and they that's it. That's it. They're both adults, and that's what they wanted to do. Who the fuck is anyone else to tell them they can't? Harlan's dad said to Harlan, "Don't do it." Harlan's like, "Fuck you, I'm going to do it." Simple as that.
Exactly. What can you do? His dad can't stop him, can he?
If Harlan ain't going to listen to his own dad, he ain't going to listen to nobody else, is he? Fucking hell. Listen, no one said to me about anything fucking, oh, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. All I said was, listen, I'm just going to make sure that no women or kids walk into this fucking shit, which is what I did. And if anyone jumps in, because apparently all I knew was Dennis was going to go and pick his mate up. I thought Dennis was picking his mate up from Cov and coming with him, So I was like, listen, I'll just make sure no one jumps in. And if someone gets knocked out, then they don't start stamping or kicking people in the head, because that's just wrong. You know what I mean? That's it.
Fairness. I didn't want to watch it. I
didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it.
I know, man, because it's the lads in it. It's the lads fighting, man. You know, I know what you're saying, bro. It's the boys, man.
I like Harlan. I like Ben. I have a little group of people I get along with, and it's like, I didn't like what I see, and that's all I'm saying. And I'm not here having to go. Because Harlan, listen, like you just said, bro, Harlan won't listen to his dad. It's like he won't listen to himself. He's gonna fucking fight, isn't he? I was just a bit disappointed that Dennis kind of kicked him in the balls and had the dirty go. And I reckon it would have been a brilliant fight if it was just hands. You know.
Listen, if it was just hands, and if it was just hands, then it would have been. I reckon it would have been decent.
Well, look at it is
I
what it is.
mean, I do as well.
It would have been decent if it was just hands, but
I reckon it would have been a different outcome.
Dennis said about kicking. I said to Harlan, right, he said about kicking. Harlan's like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'm like, Harlan, you sure? He's like, yeah, whatever.
Where's Film Boy anyway? Film Boy. Where's Film Boy? Get Film Boy's opinion on it.
I've already spoke to Film Boy. He rang me up.
I know that. Yeah, I know that. But I like to get him exclusive on my panel.
He's obviously saying the same thing. It shouldn't be happening.
Harlan and Dennis are grown men, right? Now, if them two, I don't know whether they've made up or whether they haven't, whatever, but it's like, look, they're grown men. And let's say I'd have been there and listen, bro, don't.
Listen, they're never going to be the best of friends. Let's just say that. But they shook hands at the end of it, and they agreed to not fucking slag each other off anymore and chat.
That's better, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? They're never going to be the best of mates, but they said, look, let's not talk shit about each other anymore, and let's just leave it there, and that's it.
Yeah, Dennis is coming on now. There he is. You can tell himself.
All right, yeah, listen, it was sorted. With me and Harlan had a few fallouts on that. We've been sorted out. Things were sweet. Fell out again. You know, it's been like over a while, offers a fight and that. But it was sorted out a couple of weeks ago to do it on a traveller site for today, yeah? A bare knuckle style, MMA style, bare knuckle MMA style fight, yeah? Before that, we was going to do it in the ring, yeah, on one of the shows, but with boxing gloves on, MMA style, with boxing gloves on. Everything we're fine. It was all sorted out, yeah? So, yeah. You know, with regards to that, yeah, it was a bit thingy, but I seen it as just a quick way to, and I wasn't trying to choke him out, because if you're choking, you can't talk. You won't be able to say I can't breathe, because he was talking to me. Yeah, so, and I didn't let him breathe, but as he's saying that, I said, do you give up? And I must have said it about 5 times, yeah, but he didn't want to say I give up or anything. So in the end, I squeezed again. You see, when I squeeze, I lean back with it, yeah, that's when you put it on, yeah. Couple of seconds there, and it weren't for saying it, so I put fingered in the bush, yeah, and then I tried getting him on a rear naked one, but he got out of it, and I just clipped him then. But he got back up on that. I know he let me up, but he knew the rules. I was surprised that he didn't jump on me there. Yeah,
I know me. That's what you know. What and me, bro. I
respect you, but you know what I'm saying. I've come down on my own. They've come down 4 guys there already. Yeah, I've come down on my own. I didn't really want it. I asked him last night. I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." Trying to think, and then just before the fight, after they said the rules and that, I asked him. I said, I walked up to him, right to him, and I said, "Are you sure you want to do this now?" Because I wouldn't have filmed it. I wouldn't have live streamed it. The only reason I got Bex to film it for me is because that we're getting filmed, but I didn't agree with the live stream or fuck all that. I didn't really want the fight there. I was hoping that it was all fucking thing, and when I said Coventry, I was hoping he said, "Nah, fuck it," and that be that. But he's not that guy. He's just like when I was talking, and he's not that guy to say, "No, I'll give up." And I give him my hand, you know what I mean? Because it was a stupid fight, yeah. And people might not agree with how I had hold of him, yeah. But he could have easily said, "Yeah, give up," or tap me on the side. He's watched them. He knows how it is, yeah. Everyone knows how it is.
It was what it was. You're both adults. You both knew what you were coming for. Even though none of us wanted it, and we all said, "Look," I said to you, didn't I, as well? Do you want my gloves? You were like, "It's up to Harlan." Harlan was like, "Nah, fuck the gloves."
Yeah, exactly, man.
Do you know what I mean? So you both knew what you were doing.
Be beside and sit with that's behind us. Yeah, I'm not going to bring it up or whatever the reasons were for this fight, but it weren't good enough, really. You know, as adults, we should have been able to fucking say, "Is it going too far now?" You know, and it might. Well, in fact, it didn't go too far, because the way it finished, it could have gone a lot worse. Everyone's come away all right, you know. A couple of scratches, like Keegan said.
Couple of fucking scratches. That's it.
He wasn't put to sleep. I didn't want to put him to sleep. I just wanted him to say, "I give up." That's all it was. Yeah, he wouldn't do it.
Hey, sometimes though you get kind of.
Listen, boys. Listen.
The guy's done 8-9 years boxing experience. So I'm going to go toe to toe in a boxing fight. I had to level it out. You know what I mean? I know the kid can box.
I've spoke about this bollocks enough today. I've had enough of it. I'm getting my kids to sleep and I'm watching the boxing.
Yeah, same with me, man. But I'm not a bully. And
listen, laters, everyone. Yeah.
I'm not a bully. Fucking hell. Because this fight got set up for me before I weren't even in the set. It was set up on a live. to be fought in a gypsy site. So,
Yeah.
you know, these fights will be
Like,
happening.
Dennis did say, Dennis has said that he did try and like make him swerve it a couple of times, so he didn't go, but he didn't have it. He wouldn't have it. So
Obviously, if he'd have said no, I'd have said no. You know what I mean? That's how we did it. Right.
yeah, and I do. I reckon that would have been the case as well.
Fucking hell, I've been looking forward there for this shit. And it's got for fucking 2 minutes. It's a load of bollocks. And for
Well,
what? Just put it on the, I don't agree with it going on the channel and that and all that shit. And my missus is telling me, oh, she's going mad saying, oh, registration of the car, they keep posting it. Because she's gone on the chat watching it on the slice. She don't know about
it
it.
up on the red show. To be fair.
And my missus, that's what she did, watching it on the slide, bro.
Yeah. So, but yeah, anyway, we tried it out. Harlen's a good lad. You got, I give him massive respect for that. You know what I mean? He's fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't fully understand. I don't know, man.
That beef squash there between you two. Is that done now? Yeah.
It's done. Yeah, it was just fucking. But it's pointless anyway, isn't it?
It was. But.
So, yeah, Harlen,
It was so much to fucking speak about, didn't it?
It's even rang him because I just to make sure he's all right afterwards. You know what I mean? He's not a bad guy. He just fucking. Just some things you can't. Some roads you can't go down on. You know what I mean? It's just fucking shit.
Well, so how many hours did it take you to get there then?
2.5 hours.
Fucking hell, then.
So no, I said to me, mate,
you know what you're like. You know what you're like, putting petrol in your car.
No, it needed a good run. So it needed a good run.
I just wanted to give Dennis big respect to you for saying that, bro. And listen,
it's just a stupid thing, and at least we both, you know what I mean. No one got hammered. No one was knocked out. No one's had the nose drop, black eyes, fuck all that.
Dennis, when you sort of had him in that holes and he was struggling a bit, and you let go of him.
You mean at the Friday night fight club? You mean?
Did you shake? As soon as I heard him say can't breathe, I used up. But obviously, I had him in a way that he couldn't get out anyway unless I let him go.
No. What I was going to say is that why sort of at the end you sort of offed your hand out rather than carry on? Like, do you know what I mean? Because I don't think.
Listen, I'm not being
rude. Does that make sense?
Fair play to Dennis for coming in and saying that. Big up the chat, everybody in it. Benji, I'm away. I'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, Dennis. And I'm glad that you and Harlen have put it to bed now. You know what I mean? It's done. It's been too long.
I wish him luck in his next fight if he has one. He should be, man. He's a decent boxer, isn't he?
It's nothing to do with anybody. They're two grown-ups, and he went home straight to their families. Amen.
That is the main point.
Definitely.
But respect to the lads as well that went down with him. You know, Monk and.
I went up alone. No one come with me.
Oh, nah, I'm on the ones that went down with Peter, you know, but yeah, you go on your own, yeah.
I mean, that thing about it, you know about him, well, I'm not even going to say it, man. I'm not even going to say it. Right, anyway, I'm going to jump off. I'll catch you in a bit.
Go on. All right, speak to you in a bit then. Nice one for jumping on. Nice one. Yes, Mr. Nice Guy.
What's happening, Ben? You cool?
What's happening, bro? You good, man?
Yeah, all good, bro. All good. Yeah, no, there's a couple of things sort of like,
Go on, your time, bro. Your time.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say a couple of things on. Like, I know Kieran's jumped off and that, what have you, but I did put in the chat at the time, like that. He was saying like he only went to it because it was his local area, but then 10 minutes before that, he said he was in bed the night before, waiting for the text because he was in bed the night before because he thought the fight was in Nottingham, so he was going to go anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like you said last week, he was calling. He was saying he was going to be fair play, and that's what it kind of looked like today as well. Do you know what I mean? There was a coin toss as well for the location. Not because Dennis wanted it. It was a coin toss for the location. So yeah, I don't think it's still happened. Yeah. Shouldn't have happened.
There's no cesspit tonight then?
I don't know, bro. Fucking no notifications, nothing.
If there's no cesspit, yeah, we're going to be the cesspit for tonight.
Take it over.
Yeah, PD had a few hundred people on his live. What was going on over there? You know?
I don't get it though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it should have been boxing. And I think, to be fair, I don't know if Dennis would admit this, but if it was boxing, I think Harlen would have fucking won, to be honest.
Thank you very much. Yes, Brummy Damo, my G, bro. There's my G, bro. No, mate, see you in about 2 weeks, so. Huh? Paralee keeps walking off.
Oh,
It made
God.
a great viewing on a lazy Saturday stone. And it's add me up on Xbox. Are you saying that too, Lucifer? I've seen that as well, you know, before that game of name. I've seen it before. So what about penalties then? So we've had all the fair play men on. We've had Dennis' son. Where's Peanut?
Peanut's all right, like.
Is he in bed?
He should be home right now, shouldn't he? Or
His dad's tucked him in.
okay. Reading him a story, you know.
Yeah. Once upon a time, if you go down to the woods today, you'll have a big surprise. Says Pete got another strike. Another one. Stop it.
No, what? What for?
That means they can't alive. Stop it, then. Listen, I want to get a fat zoot on anyway. I've had a lovely day with me and my family. Me and my son, bro. We've had a banging day. We've been out all day.
Well, it's been nice today as well. Well, sort of nice, isn't it? A bit thinner this afternoon.
Yeah. She's there in the comment section. She's there. Terrible that PP. Low. Was it FTPP?
Can you give us a clue, PP?
Of pre-gabs. Oh, so is that your name then? Paul Pardo? PP. I don't know if I'm meant to ask that.
Okay, Doc.
Sorry. Listen, I have
and your
not
address is it number 17?
Shit. Oh shit, man. See, I put my mouth in it all the time. Shut up, man. This is why I don't get involved, bro. I'm fucking doxing him, not realising I'm doxing him. But he probably isn't him anyway, you know what I mean? Let's hope it ain't. Fucking let's hope it ain't. Sorry, PP. Brother, don't think before I put my fucking speaker. Everyone else never heard that. Okay, you didn't hear it.
That didn't happen.
You never heard it.
I don't know what you're on about.
Oh shit. Yes, it is low, but it's got a double barrel part. What? I got it right. That is the actual name, Paul Pardo.
Oh, fucking hell.
You know what? It's your name. It's your name. That's not the last bit. Oh. Rewind, BG. Rewind. What did I say? Did I say that? Did I?
What's that?
Did I say Paul Pardo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I said that, mate. I ain't got a fucking clue.
Is that your name, PP? Paul Pardo, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah, but you know what as well? It sounds like the sort of name that would go with PP, isn't it? Paul Pardo. Like, I used to know a guy called Pardo as well. Minor, bro. That's your name, mate. Big up your name, bro. Big up your name,
bro.
Yes, that boy. There he is. I say what? There he is. Big up Cesspit. Big up Film Boy. How you doing, Allah? Yo, she had another strike again, Film Boy. They're taking a piss in now. Little fucking triggered little nitties, bro. Little.
I don't. What for? Because like that fuck will happen.
I don't get it. I don't. Listen, that's when you know, yeah, they're taking this shit serious, bro. When you're starting to do that to you.
They're worried, innit? What you're gonna uncover, what you're gonna unveil.
Yeah, they want your channel. Yeah. They want your channel off here, bro. Off here. Because most time when people lose channels, right, they're not gonna can't be asked to put all that effort back in again, man, to get it back again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is a lot of effort. A lot of effort, man, from you and other people sharing stuff and putting plugging links, and it takes a long fucking time, bro. For them, as soon as it takes all that time to make it, but then
Gone in a second, didn't it?
instance, boom. Jealous bastards, innit, Paul?
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
But then, like, backing up your content,
Jump
just
on, film boy.
yeah, go for.
Come on, film boy. Jump on, son. Let's see what you're saying. Yes, Perry. Do what yourself.
But does that
There's
mean
that,
though, if he's
Perry.
been? Oh, you can still come on and channel and comment though if he's been struck. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can still come on, bro. Even if you was blocked from this group, you can still join StreamYard. You still don't get blocked from the StreamYard. R.I.P. Peanut's neck.
Fucking Stretch Armstrong, wasn't it? Fuck me.
Good mention to think of that as well, bro. Fuck, you know.
To give up, to give up.
If you can get a channel shut down, you can just, go to the Jakes. To the Jakes. Is that some London word there, Leia? It's a London thing. It's a London thing. It's a London thing. It's a London thing. Daddy long neck? No. Listen, he would have got out of that, wouldn't he? He would have, Daddy Longlet would have got out of that, wouldn't he? Try watch. Would have slipped a quick fucking dribble on his neck. Gone out of it.
If I didn't know it was MMA and I was fighting, I would have fucking greased right up. Vaseline everywhere. Come and grab you, bastard.
All over his face, I did. Was the blood on his face?
Oh.
He's a nice guy.
Yes, bro.
Was there any blood on Peanut's face?
I don't think so. No.
It looked like he'd been sucked up though, didn't it? His face didn't look the same.
Yeah, no, I think it sort of took him back like a fucking took him back a bit.
He had a few lemons.
Yeah.
Who's Hugo Bear? Just Tottenham. Hugo Bear. Anyone watching the Muslim PBV? You've got to do watch some kind of sport on the Saturday night.
Harlen putting a claim for whiplash now. How would he explain that?
Harlen got whiplash.
Yeah, how would he explain that if he put a claim in?
Oh,
I was in the woods. Someone fucking tore my head off. You would have beat him if it was punches. Defo.
No way, bro. Film boy, you're not jumping out. No, don't matter anyway. It doesn't matter, bro. But yeah, like I say, I think we should just allow it now. Just carry on with it. They're both men, innit? They're both winning another fight. Fistical. Both know what we're doing.
Both turned up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's not try to prolong it out, innit? It is what it is. It happened. Harlen should not knee him, but panic set in and he lost heart. Should have kneed him. Yeah, I think that's what it was, Leia. I think, that he'd already been a bit fucking dazed by he'd been in a headlock for about 20 seconds, hadn't he? The time any questions were getting asked to him.
I think he said, when I can't breathe, I think he thought like someone's going to fucking split us up, but nobody did, like.
There's Film Boy, anyway.
Boys.
Yes, Film Boy.
Yes, bro.
Yes,
bro.
What's happened to the channel, Film Boy? Got another strike on him?
No, bro.
Oh, okay, bro. Someone just said in the comment section that you got another strike.
Nobody's had another strike, mate. Chatting shit.
Oh, okay, mate. No worries then. You all right, Film Boy, yeah? How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Yeah, yo.
Good man. So, what do you take of the fight then?
I thought it was absolutely fucking disgusting.
Okay.
I thought it was absolutely disgusting how fucking somebody can fucking nearly choke out an autistic fucking
person with an hidden disability. In my opinion, people don't agree with my video what I put out. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to see somebody with a fucking hidden disability get fucking choked out for somebody else's fucking pleasure on YouTube. I think it's disgusting.
Fuck, no one's ever going to fucking get everyone to agree with them, are they? Do you know what I mean? You're going to put some opinions out there that are popular and some of that are unpopular.
We'll stick with his own opinion. You know.
Yeah, no, I feel with you. I agree, man.
A few people did say that they said earlier in the chat. Well, Film Boy was trying to promote the same fight last week himself.
Listen, I've been ignoring both the calls all week, and that'll tell you. You know what I mean? When you sit back and listen, it's all right being sat on a panel like Cesspit, being the host of the Cesspit, the channel owner, bigging it up, trying to get views and that. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to fucking disabled people getting choked out, especially when it's been told they can't breathe, and then people stood there not jumping in after he said he can't breathe for about fucking 30 seconds. You know what I mean? What would happen, right? There was no paramedics on scene in the middle of a woods.
Definitely.
What about if he'd pulled a little bit harder on his neck and snapped that fucking vertebrae at the top of his neck? That'd have been paralysed for life, or he'd have blacked out, or fucking had an epileptic fit with a lack of oxygen to his brain, or would have sorted it out.
Exactly. When he said he couldn't breathe, I should have been broken up straight away.
Listen, what are you talking about, a disabled boy? You had him on a 3D fight card, you absolute melt. So what are you talking about, lad? You talking nonsense, lad. You're not a fighting man, are you? One bit. You talk absolute nonsense, lad.
He was boxing. Harlen's a boxer. He's done boxing training when he was younger.
Stop, behave yourself, because no one believes you're on here, Film Boy. No one believes that you're a fighting man. You've never fought in your life, have you? You're a fake-ass auditor. You've never fought in your life. So behave yourself, lad, and stop coming on here acting you're all tough and all that. Listen, you're a nobody, lad. Keep in your own lane, and that's it. You fucking little maggot.
I'll call you out for the 29th of July, you fucking fake scouse cunt. How's that? Oh, is it gone? Has it gone?
Sorry. Oh, no, he's run away.
I'll call him out for the 29th of July. That fake alter ego has been going about shutting people's channels down on YouTube, and I do have proof of it as well.
Okay. Wow.
Stuff the snake is there. Has been reporting shit.
He's a fake fucking scouse, fucking walking about like he's something he's not. If he wants to fight, I'll call that fucking fake scouse cunt out for the 29th of July. How's that? Get him back on the panel. Get that alter ego on. If he wants to fucking do it, I'll show him what a fighting man is. So I'll put his teeth straight down his neck. The fake fucking scouse.
How'd you like them apples?
You gonna show your face? No, you're not coming in.
No face.
You're not showing your face.
I'll put a video out. I'll put a video out tomorrow, and I'll call that alter ego out for the 29th of July. I'll put a video out tomorrow, and I will smash his teeth straight down his fucking neck to him. Watch. If he's in Liverpool, I'll come to if he's in Liverpool, I'll come to Widnes, and I'll meet him in fucking Widnes if he wants. And I'll do it on his own turf, and I'll put his teeth down his neck on his own fucking place. The fake fucking scout fucking mug.
Someone said you can't fight him because you got asthma.
Who's in the back of the chat here? Private chat. No. Oh, there. Wait there.
That's what I've got to say to him. He's a fake scouser, do you know what I mean?
Answer, quick.
Can I just say one word to you, right? Me to go. You've got kids with autism, and I've got kids with autism, yeah? I don't appreciate you saying people with autism have got a disability, because you're making it sound like they're disabled in a wheelchair and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And
no, listen, what I'm saying is I've got my son what's autistic. I know you, listen, I know you've got a son. I know you've got son what's autistic. My son's autistic, but I would not fucking I would not stand by. I would not stand by and let somebody else choke the fucking autistic fucking lad out.
Yeah, but the way you're putting it across is like he's got a disability, he's disabled and all stuff like that. You know what I mean?
We put all listen, we put all in on that.
Mate, you know enough's enough.
Listen, we put all in on that Friday night fight club, and we get all in the like spar on that Friday night fight club. I pulled all in out of that fight, and you can see it on my video, and I'll put the video up tomorrow. I pulled all in out.
Coming from and that with them being no like medics there or anything, if something was to go wrong, I get that where you're coming from 100%. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? It is right? I was promoting it the other week. I was promoting it the other week. I was promoting the fight the other week. Right? Oh.
Go on, what was you saying, sorry?
I was promoting it fucking last week, but do you know what I mean? Listen, my wife came in and she went, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because obviously my wife came to the Friday Night Fight Club. You can see Harlen's clearly fucking when he's up close and personal with him. You can see that he's got he's got autism traits.
Yeah,
now, the autism spectrum, right? But when you've got fucking people stood there, right, being choked out.
Come on, fuck now. I know I'm not saying like I've got to kid myself with autism, but he could, if he didn't want to fight, he could have said no, or he could have said wait till the fight card. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. If there was fucking paramedics there, listen, if he'd have pulled one little snap on that neck, that'd have snapped his top vertebrae. You got a C plus vertebrae. You got a C plus vertebrae at the top of your spine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can't fault you on that. I understand that. Yeah, I get you on that. You know,
and it's 40 seconds, right? He said I can't breathe. He said I can't breathe twice.
He's got autistic. He's autistic and he's disabled and stuff like that. And it's like, well, he's not disabled, is he? Do you know what I mean? He's on the wheel.
It's an hidden disability, It's an hidden disability. These people with mental health, it's an hidden disability.
Autism, I know, and do you know what I mean? There's
some people are affected worse than others.
And what I tried putting across in that video is my lad does it himself. Probably your lad might do it, Emma, but my lad certainly does it. But my lad has more like one-to-one at school. My lad thinks before engaging. He opens his mouth without engaging his brain, like some autistic people do.
That's what I'm saying. Like everyone with that's autistic is different. You never get anyone that's the same. Everyone has.
Oh no, the spectrum's massive. The spectrum's fucking huge, man.
Like my son, he's only in the middle of the spectrum. Do you know what I mean? And like. Obviously,
well, my lad like sits and rocks, and my lad's got like he's got something called ticks, my lad, and he like shouts random things out, and he has like a one-to-one
all the time.
You know what wound me up, Em? I'll tell you what. I know we don't see. I know we don't see eye to eye most of the time, Em. Do you know what I mean? But what pissed me off is. He had him in a fucking like a chokehold, you know what I mean? He said I can't breathe. It took 40 seconds.
I was 40 seconds. But, you know, Harlen did agree to go there and agree with the fight. And, you know, he has got his own mind. He knows what he's doing at the same time. But I get that with the head choking, you know, it was a bit, you know, there's no medics or nothing there. If something had gone wrong, it was a bit.
I mean, Kieran left me a message earlier. I phoned Kieran earlier. As soon as Kieran left me a message, went ring me. I rang Kieran straight away. Me and Kieran spoke fine on the phone. Even Kieran said it's supposed to have been Queensbury rules. Do you know what I mean? Which is a boxing match. Do you know what I mean? Not fucking kicking.
Queensbury rules. That's what I thought.
You know, if they'd have done like just bare knuckle, no kicking or no headlocks, I reckon Harlen would have given him a good little fight. To tell you the truth, if it was just bare knuckle.
I said to Kieran earlier. I would have first one to say it. Harlen got the tops of him. Punching,
definitely.
Twice, you know what I mean?
But the only reason I jumped on was because I just didn't agree with the way you were saying, like, oh, he's got autism, he's disabled, he's got a disability, and that, like, he shouldn't have been fighting.
Yeah, he's not saying it in a bad way, though, is he? He's like, if anything, he's sticking up for autistic people, isn't he? Yeah.
Look, I raised money like nice guy. I'll tell you, Christmas time, I got a sponsor off Smith's 3 years ago on my film boy channel. I got 2 pallet loads of Lego dropped off from Smith's Toys to an autistic charity and raised them cash.
Saying, like, do you know what I mean? It's just like No, he has got. As much as he's
But
got.
you go to, you like go to, you go to.
He knows, like he knows what he's doing. You can't say he knows what he's doing when he's agreed to the fight. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. I don't agree with the headlock, but yeah, fair enough. He shouldn't.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what it is? Do you know when you go to? Do you know if you like went to like a fucking semi-pro boxing gym and you went, I want to get into training, I want to get into sparring. It's generally said, right, I've got autism. Do you know what I mean? They'd say, right, you can't fight because autism is caused. But I've been living with it for fucking 40 years. Right, it's caused by lack of oxygen to the brain. Now, all of them was in a chokehold. That was causing no oxygen to his brain.
Yeah,
ready for him to decide, do you know? And that's what autism.
That's what knocked his cells out of him, bro. Not the wind out his cells.
I think autism is caused by all these injections, himself and the babies. I think these injections are causing it because look how many people have got it now. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It might be to do with the oxygen in the brain, but maybe
it is. Honestly, I went on a breathing course. How we found out, Emma, is when my little lad was 2 years old. When he was in bed at night, he used to stop breathing. Do you know when he was in bed, his lips used to go blood.
I wouldn't know, but like I said, everyone's different.
We had him to a sleep clinic. He had like fucking old things put on his head, and he stopped in hospital overnight with these things on his head. It was like a cap. And it measured all the brain reflexes, know why you're asleep and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's how we found out.
I've never had that problem with my son, so I wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? I've never had. He's never.
Yeah, well, that's what it's caused by. 90% of autism is caused by the lack of oxygen, which is to your brain. And that's the only thing I was concerned about is when he was in that chokehold, it took nearly 90 seconds, over a minute, nearly a minute, and about a minute for somebody to say. Everybody was saying, let go, let go, let go. And it was just went, let me go, and just squeezing tight and tight. You could see all of his head was bright fucking red, but into the floor.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit disgusted in that myself, but it was the bit where you were saying, like, oh, you're all bullying him into fighting and stuff. And he sort of, he did agree to the fight. I don't agree with what he's done with the headlock, but he agreed to the fight and he's got the capability of agreeing to that fight. He knew what he was going in for, do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but do you know, like fucking 2 weeks ago, do you know 2 weeks ago on my channel, Dennis was saying, I'm not fighting you, you're autistic. I'm not fighting somebody who's autistic. Do you know what I mean? So why you got him in a fucking...
I remember that. I remember it.
Yeah, I don't know. But at the end of the day, he shouldn't be fighting anyway. Then should he? If that's your opinions on it, he shouldn't even be on the fight cards either. He should just not be fighting because...
No, do you know what? We did him a live sport. That's why he couldn't have no headshots. That's why he could not have no headshots on that Friday Night Fight Club because of his autism.
Right, well, I didn't know that.
Harlen didn't have one headshot on that Friday Night Fight Club because of his autism.
Well, like I said, I agree. The headlock thing, it was a bit naughty. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna, but it was what got me, Film Boy. I'm not gonna lie, is the way like you're making out like, oh, you're bullying him. He's got autism. He's got a disability. So that to me, I was looking at it like, well,
yeah, I'm taking a break from you. You know what I mean? Because I'm taking a break because. Let's say these call-outs basically started on fucking the cesspit, you know what I mean? And I can see somebody getting seriously injured. I can see somebody getting seriously injured or put in a fucking grave by all this shit on YouTube.
Fucking fight talk and people calling each other out and all this nonsense.
Yeah,
it's getting mad, isn't it? It's getting mad.
Just a bit of banter and having a laugh and that, do you know what I mean? We don't have no non-talk, no fight talk, and we just roast everyone.
It's just getting fucking crazy. It is, man. It is. Like I said, it just fucking upset me because, do you know, like I was thinking to myself, do you know, when my kid goes to secondary school and he gets to 18 and I'm not there to protect him and somebody did that to him, my lad would just start crying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Now he's in little school, it's all right. Do you know what I mean? All the kids love him and that, but I worry myself, I think, oh, when he gets to high school, is he going to fucking get bullied and then I'm going to have to be standing outside the school knocking mans out and that, but...
Yeah, do you know when you're not... Do you know where I'm coming from? You're not there and like getting bullied and somebody gets him a chokehold. Come on, lad, would just stand there and cry because his emotions are fucking... And do you know, it tears my heart apart. And do you know what? It fucking does, do you know.
See, that's like I've got two boys, I've got a 14-year-old as well, and they'll like toy fighting and stuff, and people will be like, oh, stop them, and I'm like, no, he's got to learn. It's that still he's going to learn by, you know what I mean? Obviously, if it gets too rough, I'll fucking stop them, like, but you know, it's the only way he's going to learn to fight back in my eyes. So I just.
Do you know what? Do you know my autistic lad? I don't know about your lad, but he's fucking. My lad's powerful as fuck. Do you know what I mean with it?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He
really is.
Gives him a good go.
Yeah, but I say, if I upset anybody, I apologise about that video. It's just that I didn't agree with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, then that I was like, well, you know, I wouldn't class my son. I know he's got autism, but I wouldn't class him as disabled. Do you know what I mean? That was the only thing that I didn't agree with. So, but I know there's people with autism that are top end of the spectrum that can't speak and can't, you know, then yeah, maybe I'd class that as. But me, disabled is like in a wheelchair, can't, no mobility and that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I know what you're saying, but I just, with him being autistic and me knowing he's autistic, and Dennis knowing he was autistic, I can't understand why you put him in that fucking chokehold, you know what I mean?
I think, like I say, he said earlier on the panel, he wanted the fight to end in it.
Choking and that, it should just been bare knuckles, nothing doing that.
Yeah, it was last minute choice, wasn't it? Fucking MMA.
But you know, at the same time as well, Phil, you know, you're saying about him having autism and not having the headshots on the Fight Club and all that, but then they were going in for the bare knuckle and agreeing to that, and he would have got headshots there, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean?
I just fucking, do you know what it is, right? I mean, I like Harlen, I like Dennis, don't get me wrong, do you know what I mean? But Harlen, obviously, he's got this. You've got like this is for anybody. You've got 3 bones outside of your neck. You've got a CF bone, you've got a CD bone, and you've got a CA bone. And any of them bones, when people get you in the middle, any of them bones can pierce your windpipe and kill you instantly. Do you know what I mean? If they snap in your neck in a fucking chokehold, it's fucking dangerous. Honestly, that's when you're doing shit like that.
There's a technique to it, innit?
He just shouldn't have accepted the fight, should he? Then went ends with it if that.
Everyone would have been up on a murder charge.
Yeah,
Monk,
possibly.
Bex, Kieran.
Boy, anyway, you fucking little gypsy wannabe donkey teeth cunt.
Shut up, you baggy fanny cunt.
I even asked about you not unblocking me, but unblock Lindsay because that was our last statue. You only put for the Emma and she's being blocked off your channel.
I haven't fucking blocked you. I haven't blocked you. It could be the mods who's done it. I don't block.
Send me 3 brown, yeah.
And I ain't blocked you.
Unblocking me because that's our last.
So Pablo some brown out and I'll unblock you.
You're salty.
Go ahead then. Right,
send me 3 brown.
Go ahead then.
All right, boys. Yeah, listen, I'm going to shoot, guys. But listen, if I'm upset anybody, that's all I'm going about. I was a bit pissed off with it and shit, you know what I mean? But it's my opinion at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Own it, bruv. Own your opinion, man. Own it.
I just said I apologise, you know what I mean?
Nah, fair play to you, bruv. That's the bigger man, you get me? And I think people can see both sides, you know, of what you're saying, mate. Of course, man.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to say that shit, you know what I mean? People are going to call me out on it because, listen, people want to see these fights on YouTube. People want to tune in to see these fights on YouTube. But are people going to stand by people when they kill somebody or fucking paralyse them? Are people going to stand by them then when that shit happens? Because they're not. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to stand by them, and that's the facts of the matter. And it's a sad world what we're living in. And what people don't realise is autism was not recognised as much as it is today, fucking 20, 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean? So people don't know what traits of autism people's got. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Harlen's a lovely lad, but you can clearly see Harlen. You can from being from.
You know, the way
being from a family what sort of got people with autistic because it does run in the family autism, and I have got a nephew who's autistic. Do you know what I mean? Severely autistic, my nephew. Do you know what I mean? So obviously there's traits in the family as well. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I just don't want to. I don't want to see anybody get fucking injured. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, so Marty, can I ask you like these Manchester like fucking King of the Ring fights and stuff? What happens if something goes wrong there? Do you reckon? Are they going to be fun?
What's that? Sorry,
the King of the Ring fights in Manchester and stuff.
They're all hard. They are all going quick. The fucking lot. They're all fucked. All these backyards fight. You not got a paramedic there. When we did the Friday Night Fight Club, we had a fucking paramedic there. Do you know what I mean? Which obviously you have to pay for the paramedic. Do you know what I mean? 3D Fight Club, Dean Lynch Road, when Dougie Joyce did theirs, they had paramedics on standby. Do you know what I mean? I think their paramedics came with a venue, to be honest with you, at the 3D Fight Club. But yeah, you have to have fucking paramedics there. Do you know what I mean? Because if somebody goes into a shock, if somebody swallows the tongue, or if somebody fucking, like I said, puts one of them bones through the fucking windpipe in the neck, you've got to have a paramedic there. What can do the biro thing, where they slice the neck and put the biro in and shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yo,
You got to have somebody there to do that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, Kieran.
But Film Boy, I know we spoke earlier. I just got one question because I didn't know. See, you said about that Friday night thing that went on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was like don't hit Harlan in the head sort of thing. That's the first
Yeah,
time.
listen, we're cool, Kieran. I said earlier, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just what the point I want to. The question I want to ask is, I'm not turning into Erie, but obviously, you know when you said about the,
Yes, you are,
the not hitting in the head
Yeah.
shit at the Friday night thing.
Yeah, Harlan didn't take no headshots that night. Bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm not questioning that. I've seen it.
And then we only found out 4 weeks before the event that fucking Sean Gregg was had epilepsy 20 years ago.
Eddie Hearn's even in the chat now saying, "Ask the question, bro," because he wants to know as well. This is why I've jumped on, and again, I'm not turning into that prick Erie, but I just want to know if Eddie was to fight Harlan on Friday Night Fight Club, yeah, would that have been don't hit Harlan in the head?
Yeah, because you can't hit Harlan in the head. You'll know that. That's why Harlan didn't get hit in the head that time.
I mean, listen, the only reason I'm asking, and Eddie wants to know the same fucking question, and when you said about Harlan weren't taking no headshots, I know he didn't because it was just a body spar. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, hold on, what would have happened if he would have fought fucking Eddie? Do you know what I mean?
No, we got advised, Kieran, and then what we got advised again off the paramedics is because we found out 4 weeks before the event that 20 years ago, Sean Gregg was epileptic. We hadn't had a fit for epileptic, and Hector turned around and said Sean Gregg couldn't take no headshots on that night either for that simple reason. And that was 20 years ago, do you know what I mean?
So what about when he fought Tall Paul? Is it body shots only as well?
I ain't got a clue, mate. Apparently it's only body shots. I don't think he's fighting Tall Paul because of the epileptic. I've been told that Hector is doing an exhibition.
Hector and him, yeah.
For the simple reason he can't take no shots to his head, and you have to be fucking. I wouldn't be able to sleep on the night knowing something.
Well, mate, listen. Sean's been talking to me backstage saying that when he goes down to the fucking the thing down there, he's like, "I'll come down and we'll have a spar." Blah blah blah. But now, obviously, you're saying that I ain't going down to have a spar with him.
No, you can't. You can't. Listen. There's people on YouTube who put the brave either one, you know what I mean? They say, yeah, they can do it. But what people don't realise, when you got underlying health conditions, like fucking, which is, when you're epileptic, that's caused from a fucking brain aneurysm in your head from a bang to the head. Do you know what I mean? That's what that's caused from. Do you know what I mean? That brain aneurysm that can stay in your body for your whole life. It needs another knock to disperse that fucking aneurysm and fucking cause massive trauma injuries in your head. So this is the why Sean couldn't have a fucking head spar there. Do you know what I mean as well?
Yeah, listen. Don't think that I was like fucking coming on here to grill you or quiz you or anything. Like I say, we spoke earlier on the phone.
Come on, Erie.
We need to fuck off, cunt. And I ain't turning into Erie. I just didn't hear about his body sparring shit before, and then when I heard it, I thought, well, fuck me. Imagine if he'd have fought Dennis. I mean,
that's it. If you go look at all the videos, the old body sparring videos on there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I forgot.
But boys, I need to get my kids to sleep. Anyway, I'm watching in the background. They're driving me insane. Clearly taking a piss.
Yeah, sweet, lad. Sweet.
Laters.
Kieran. Thanks for your questions.
Any more questions? Any more?
So people are donating to Sean to train and all that. He's asking for private PT session.
Hello?
What?
Oh, it's working.
Good life, Benji. Real talk, bro.
Listen, what we've got to realise is that Sean Gregg was 21 stone. Sean Gregg was 21 stone at the beginning of lockdown. when he signed up to the Friday Night Fight Club, it was to get fit. He lost nearly 5 stone by being on the Friday Night Fight Club, and he's still training now. So in a positive light, Sean Gregg's improved his lifestyle by coming on the Friday Night Fight Club by losing nearly 6 stone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he has, mate. He has, and it's good for him and his family, innit? It's doing him good.
It's good for his health. Do you know what I mean? It's good for his health.
Exactly.
It's good for his health.
Mate.
But listen, I know people saying they've donated. I see in the chat. People saying in the chat, I've donated to Sean Gregg and I've donated this, I've donated that. You've donated to a lovely lad who's got a set of impeccable manners, you know what I mean? He'll do absolutely anything for anybody. You know what I mean? That's what you're buying into. You're buying into Sean Gregg. You're not buying into Sean Gregg to fucking support him and watch him get battered. Because let's face it, nobody would want to watch Sean Gregg get fucking annihilated in the fucking ring. We all know that he's not from a fucking boxing background from where he fights in the ring. We can all see that. Everybody's took piss out of him on the videos, what we've uploaded. But he's getting better, he's improving his life, and he's improving his boxing skills, you know what I mean? And that's the main thing about it.
I keep dropping my phone. Can I borrow it?
Put there, okay, I'm done with this now. Never will I support the cesspit again.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, see you later.
Don't let the door open on the way out. Fuck me.
Always put that.
Beats Chris.
Are you talking to Mr. Nice Guy?
Say again, bro?
Who was you talking to then when you said don't let it?
Okay, I'm done.
Who was you talking to then when you said don't let it?
Beats Chris, isn't it?
Oh, fuck
okay, I'm done with this now and I've put the cesspit again. Fuck off, man.
Oh,
that's what I mean. I'm done with the cesspit. It's me what fucking got him his subs on his fucking channel, the cheeky bastard.
God, my internet's terrible.
So fucking fit.
You know what I mean? All these little bitches on fucking YouTube, what's fucking morning? It's the cesspit what's built their fucking channels for them. By me putting the link in the cesspit. If it weren't for the cesspit, you wouldn't have a channel. So,
but Benji,
you know what I mean?
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, right, lad?
How we doing?
Oh, me?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're on about Benny now?
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Yeah, I respect film boy, nice guy.
You're going to get kicked off the panel in a minute, Mr. Nice Guy. Not so fucking nice.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I've got
Benny,
epilepsy. I've got epilepsy, yeah, and this is what I say. I can fight, right, but I can't guarantee that I will be well on the day. And it's not that, it's the fucking 12-week training I can't be arsed with, to be honest.
Listen, fucking people put in the chat, fucking Harlen is a trained, Dad said he was a trained fighter and Harlen's been boxing from, listen, let's look at the chat, right? Does Harlen look like a fucking trained fighter to anybody here on the panel and anybody in the chat? So don't to me.
No,
you know what I mean?
He didn't in the ring. That
Phil,
he didn't in the ring either.
So you know when you were saying before about the oxygen and that, and with him having it being in a headlock and the oxygen and that. So you know when like you're doing with just the body shots and that, would that not be the same? You know, like if someone was to body shot him in the lung and take his breath away and that, would that not?
Well, it did.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Remember?
He had a joint after.
Yeah. I mean,
no, this is the Friday Night Fight Club thing to talk about.
But then you could say that we're being winded, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Plenty of times I've been winded from things I've been doing randomly.
He had a joint after.
He did have a spliff after it, I believe, but they shouldn't have been fighting anyway, the pair of them. They're supposed to be bloody mates.
He offered us ring.
Benji, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Phil, you answering my question. Phil
yeah,
boy.
I think he's gone. I'm sure he's in the chat though.
You know the way like he was going on about the oxygen and that, and putting him in a headlock and the oxygen to his brain. Would that not be the same? You know, like when you're on the fight card and you're just doing body shots. You know, like if someone hit you in the
yeah, I think.
Would that not interfere with your oxygen as well?
Yeah, it kind
would,
of did, though, didn't it?
It would, but I think the autism, is more surrounded around the brain, isn't it? So
but if
I think that's it.
Body shot him and take his breath away, and then his oxygen would go, wouldn't it?
But then everyone with autism could never get winded, then, could they?
But the thing is, though,
like, to the point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're saying. I'm just
saying, like, you know, is that not just the same, like.
Yeah, the
Just as
thing
bad.
is, really,
Realistically, he should just not be fighting at all, then, should he? You know,
really,
because
the
body
way
shots is
Well,
2
yeah.
minutes.
No,
Body
if that's
shot,
the
you know,
case,
the best
definitely
way.
not.
the way it's
Do you know what I
turned
mean?
out today, really, it's probably a blessing in disguise. Because it could have turned out.
That's going, like Eddie just said. Then, if someone hit you squared in the chest, that's going to take your breath away.
Yeah,
And that's your oxygen, isn't it? You know what I mean?
yeah. But he shouldn't.
So,
They shouldn't have been at it. They shouldn't have been at it, and
yeah,
it
you
could have been.
you know, it's fucking pathetic. They're all grown men. You need to be correct.
Yeah, is it? Didn't he say? They say Harlan boxed as a youngster.
Yeah.
Harlan did.
I heard his dad say that he's got all faith in Harlan.
Yeah.
That fight club, but you know.
Right, well, I'm off anyway because he's gone
He said
now.
he can have a tear up, innit?
So, take care, guys.
Take it easy,
In a
man.
bit, Emma. He was going to have Asher scrap in the forest, weren't he, as well? And they were going to have a heavy spar on the beach when they were in town here.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's
not helping himself, really, is he?
No, but imagine if it was somebody a lot bigger than Dennis.
Yeah.
You know,
and he would fight him, to be honest. You know what he's like.
We can't all blame Dennis. Because I've
Oh,
heard
no,
some of them WhatsApp messages, and they were both as bad as each other. Yeah, and
I've seen them as well. I've heard them as well. Yeah, I didn't hear Harlan's one.
Oh yeah, but
it's just
getting grief, isn't he?
But you know, I get it if like it's when people
Bam, bam.
like.
I'm fuming because Harlan's all right, and I think he's getting loads of shit.
The thing is, though, when people hold a disability against you, yeah, I hate that. I fucking hate pity. So when Harlan's calling everybody out, I understand where he's coming from.
But why do you do it?
But it's just. I don't know. Anyway, it's just there'll be
more people are going to offer him out now.
But well then,
I think all the ones that he's been offering out are going to offer him out. All the ones that he's like, I've not fighted him, fuck that, are all going to come back now.
I just see that as bullying. I just see that as bullying.
Yeah.
But the cesspit's just about.
But they're not going to give a fuck.
It's banter and forgot about the next day, innit? So, it's banter and forgot about the next day. It should be though, shouldn't it? Let's have it right. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing with is Harlan able to say no to any of it? Is he mentally able to say no to these fights, or is he just going to call someone out now until he gets killed?
But
I don't know.
Well, I know what you're saying. But how many times has people been called out in the cesspit and the next day it's been forgot about?
The thing is,
it's got far too heavy, this fucking YouTube at the minute. No, I'm saying it has. It's got fucking stupid. People getting stuff thrown all over the car.
PD, you big dosser.
I know, yeah.
Fuck you, you little scruffy cunt.
What are you going to do about it?
I just want to make
here he is, fucking
PD.
The PD, the peacemaker.
Let me just make a point.
177 people. Hold on, PD. Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes. Go on, PD.
Let me just make this one point, and this is what people forget about on YouTube. If an arranged fight happens and other people are encouraging it and someone ends up hitting their head and dying, there's going to be charges, lads. There's going to be big ramifications for people's lives in less than a minute. For what? A little bit of an ego stroke on YouTube. Let's be straight, like.
And it's all recorded as well, isn't it? It's all on you.
Exactly. You don't even need evidence.
And let's be honest. There's quite.
Listen, I'm one of the worst cons in the world. I jump on, I rip the piss out of anyone. I'm not meeting anyone for a fucking fight on YouTube.
No.
Because if I do the damage or they do the damage, my kids are going to suffer. My life could suffer. I could be in jail. For what? A bit of an ego stroke on YouTube. Come on, lads. Wisen the fuck up. Wisen the fuck up. You're not like this is not the school ground playground.
Stop an arm wrestling instead.
Night fight club, the 3D fight club, do it in a controlled environment in a ring. Let them off.
I agree.
But
So
this bullshit
grow
of
up.
calling a man out, fuck off, man.
Grow up.
Calling a man out, fuck off, man.
Grow up.
Bullshit.
You know what I mean?
ED, you cool enough of him, mate, yourself, mate.
Yeah, but when does it
ED,
ever
how many
happen?
people be coming to your
When
country if
does
they
it
could?
ever happen?
Yeah. Fuck.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
It's all fun at the time, but like this thing was arranged on your show about 2 weeks ago. I was watching it during the day, and it went from being in a traveller's yard, me or an uncle, to today being in a fucking forest in the middle of Coventry somewhere. That was MMA. That was Dennis was always bigger. Dennis was always bigger. It suited Dennis MMA.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
You know,
WhatsApp
it's like
the WhatsApp messages got right
bullshit,
out
lads.
of hand.
Let's just be
I was
straight.
going to say,
Are
this
any
is
of
what I was
you
about to
going to
say.
be
It weren't
listening?
arranged in here. It was
But
more in the
Benji,
WhatsApp
if this
group.
was arranged on your channel, and someone died,
Okay,
just think about it, brother. Is it worth it?
It's your fault, Benji.
Is it fucking worth it? You know?
No,
I
it's not
feel
worth it. I don't
fucking
think. Obviously, their ego is in it.
I
Their
never
ego,
thought
it's
it'd
worth
come
it.
to it,
So,
mate. It's only when other people was sort
Listen,
of
I'm
getting
all for
involved.
ripping the piss out of people. I'm all for that. I'm all for having a laugh and joke. But this, after watching today, lads, how pathetic. Leave it, keep it in the ring, lads. Keep it in the ring. No, big up, I'm off. I'm going back to the chat. I'm
Go on,
judge
then.
and
Go
jury
on.
in the chat at the minute.
Oh.
Luca, you're getting it. Luca, everyone come to my channel
your-
on Monday. Luca is going in the dock on my channel on Monday.
Oh, has he been
You're in the
summoned?
dock, Luca.
Has he
Yeah,
been summoned?
brother.
What charge? What charge? What's happening, Eddie?
Yeah, Carrington. It wasn't mate. Jump on then, Ultra. Someone jump on it. People moan in the comment section about it being boring, but come and give us some entertainment then. There's no association. Listen, if it was done in here, it was going to need them men, whatever,
Nah,
man.
it was the
I'm not going to tell
WhatsApp.
them to come
It
and
was
do
the
it.
WhatsApp
But I
group.
know it
though.
was in the WhatsApp because I'm in there as well. So they were arguing for time in there, man.
It
And
was,
then
yeah.
they just, it was said on my panel probably, but like I say, man, my panel's there. That's what stuff. You know what I mean?
No one can be blamed for that fight except the pair of them.
Yeah, that's it. Now, PD's only fucking about it.
Right.
Man.
Anyway, I'm bouncing because my signal's going and my battery's dying. So, all right.
Right, brother.
I'll be
Yeah,
in chat,
bless
yeah?
the name.
See you in a
Yeah,
bit,
man.
lads.
Get in chat, man.
Chat.
See you in a bit, bro. See, look at your name, Mr. Nice Guy. You're boring on my panel to death, man. Fucking. Look, not even a word off you.
Oh, yeah.
You're not saying nothing, bro.
You can't hear. What the fuck? You can't
Yeah, I
hear
can
me.
hear
Fucking
you.
things. Fuck off, you liar.
I swear. All right, then ask the chat. Ask the chat.
Fuck off.
All I heard is that. Then you say that.
Well, yeah. What if I said that then? How could you say I can hear me? Yeah.
Lie, man. Lie, man.
It's box on tonight, isn't
it? Yeah, we won't tell him more secrets. Let see. Sub fly me to the moon. Come on, then. Someone jump on in it.
Yeah, come on. Stop being boring, man.
I'm not mine, but I'm not. Listen, we haven't we've got to entertain people. It's like people come and ask their own questions, innit? Like obviously we've had only 3 people come and ask questions about the fight. That's it.
Yeah.
The other 163 must be satisfied with it. So, right, I'm off to Tesco's. See you later, mate. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Blame him. What secrets they say?
I went to the fucking get out, get a grip though, innit?
Yeah. Jeez. Big up Tim Smith, best mod on YouTube, 100%. Read my last comment. I didn't see it. He was moving that quick, brother. On. Look, Kieran. You have a look, lad. Kieran, I can't even fucking last comment. He's right about a year ago. The fuck? Huh? Last comment. Write it again, Keith. I swear to God, I can't find it, man. I'm not even lying to you, bro. Can't find it.
You are now. You are.
Right. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that, bruv. Listen, I would just scroll up. I would scroll up and just go, yeah, that's the one. Right, there we go. Anyway, dude, Kieran's gonna come on and say it instead of typing
All
it.
right, I can't be asked to type, man. I'm watching the
See,
boxing. Listen, I just spoke to Harlan, yeah.
Yeah.
And I asked him about, all this body sparring talk.
Yeah.
I said, obviously at the Friday night thing, the first thing, obviously it was just body sparring and that for you. That's what we've just been told, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, nah. He's like, that's fucking bullshit. He's like, that was never the case. People were told they couldn't hit Sean Gregg in the head because of his fucking epilepsy, but no one said nothing like that about me. He's like, that's bollocks.
Oh, okay.
He's like, that's
okay.
Because I said, well, you come on and tell him. He's like, listen, you tell him. He said, I'm chilling with my fucking siblings and that tonight, having some food.
Okay.
He said, but he said, no one was told nothing about not hitting me in the head. He said, that's bullshit. And he said he'll set the record straight tomorrow. He'll jump on.
Fair play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I
read. So let's break that down then. So what does that mean? That means what? Who's wrong? Who's right?
Well,
who's saying? Yeah.
If you want the basics, it's Film Boy against fucking Harlen.
Well, listen, someone's saying something and someone's saying something else. I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Who's right and who's wrong?
Yeah, no, standard, isn't it?
No.
Hey, it's just boring. It's pathetic, isn't it? But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, neither of them liked each other. They agreed to meet
Kieran versus Film Boy.
Who put that?
Sorry, like,
what did he put?
Kieran versus Film Boy.
Fuck me. Let's all just call each other out for the crack.
True, true.
Let's everyone just call each other out and we'll just meet in Winston Green Prison and have a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, now you're talking.
It's just stupidness, man, isn't it? It's fucking stupid.
Boy's been caught out as a fake.
Wangy's got a good point.
He's tricky. UK Hawker, wish you well.
Oh, ain't you watching the boxing on Sky Sports anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over a bit and have a look.
It's in Coventry.
No, we're on a live, getting everyone's opinion on the boxing from today.
Fuck that boxing. This is the proper boxing.
No, it's not, man. This is the proper fucking fight channel.
Yeah, you say that when you're on here.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to watch this, boys. I ain't typing no more. I'm turning my phone off.
Yeah, of course, you know. You ain't going anywhere. It's going to stay on your settings.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to sit there watching.
Send me location.
It's going to be on your two TVs you've got. One.
I'm going to sit there.
Big up, Bam Gilly.
I'm not even going to try kidding myself. I'm going to watch you on the phone. I'm going to have the boxing on the telly.
Stop calling it boxing, man. Just be all right. Hey, man, what? I don't know. Fucking know what it was. What was it?
Later, boys,
what could you call that? Yeah, see you later, Keith. I don't even know what you could call that, mate. What would you call it, Mr. Nice Guy? That fight today.
AFM. A fucking mess. You do it on food, you.
That's funny. I'd call it a joke. Wrestling Mania. Come on, what is everyone calling it? Two gays fighting over pink panties. Oh, shit. They made WWE look real. I call it a cuddle. Someone called it a cuddle. They had a cuddle at the end, though, didn't they? You gotta give that. They had a cuddle at the end.
Nice embrace.
I've seen better shots in a conquer match.
And fuck's sake. Wasn't it? Jeremy, if fucking Harlen jumped up,
sorry.
Let's say Harlen jumped up either, man. But if Harlen jumped on fucking Dennis when he put him to the floor, game over.
Fake cunt must wear VOI. Voi. You spelled it wrong though.
bench.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with VOI, mate. Do you know what VOI stands for? Kingy, tell me if you know what VOI stands for, the make. Call it a waste of petrol. Yeah, very good. Definitely, 100%, mate. A waste of petrol. Now, that's a good one. In Canada, they call it dogging. Calling out flavours for an arm wrestle. What did I say, Lara? It ended up when we didn't even have Lara at the end of it. These scouts has done to me, man. What is that thing you keep turning off and on like your bro? Are you talking on a CB? 1-4 for a copy.
No, I'm typing it.
Road runner over.
No, I was typing it. Was
Voice of Islam, get in there, Paul. That's the one, son. You got it, lad. Voice of Islam. Or Bush Boys. Yeah, it is actually. Fucking just go. They seemed a bit scared of the nettles, innit, Sean? I think they were more shocked at the nettles, bruv.
Fucking little boys to get their cocks out and whack themselves with stinging neckles on the end of
Then
boys.
it's one or two things. Mix one down. We've got Coca-Cola bottles. I knew you were going to say that, Kian. Indeed, it's all special needs at a Friday night park club. Either too far, too small. Okay, now. Shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna fire off a live. I knew you was gonna do that. You're gonna try. Look, we're gonna try and tickle my people now. That's what it is. We're gonna fire. Block him. Listen, none of that behaviour in here, kid. You get yourself blocked. Try and rub my fucking viewers. PD. You've said you weren't doing it till Monday, but yeah, that old chestnut Monday. The nettles would have done more damage. Well, they never had any damage, did they? Yes, and TK Liverpool official. Big up yourself, bro. Yeah, so he's gonna hit a. Didn't you do a live earlier anyway, PD? But if you are gonna carry on, look, 20 people have just left already.
Waiting patiently.
Benji, stick that pickle of the thumbnail. Right there, 1 second. Then. 1 second. Yes, fly me to the moon.
Yes, Benji.
Fly me to the moon.
How you doing, Benji?
Fly me to the moon.
How you doing, brother? You all right, mate?
Mr. Nice Guy? You all right, mate?
Sorry, bro. You're right.
Well, I'm not too bad. Benji, I was gonna save this till later. I was gonna do my own live. You might have seen I've been doing a few lives the last few nights.
Yeah.
Although you haven't been on yet, like I've noticed that, but
sorry, yeah. What does that even look like? What sparrowing fucking thing a ding? Has he still got his glasses on, Dennis? On his head? I'm sure he has. Has he still got his glasses on his head?
That's dodgy fucking haircut, that isn't it?
Cool, man.
That was
Benji.
It was at this point.
I waited a little bit and I got a screenshot of the bit I wanted to get. I didn't want to use the same pictures everyone else should see. So that is an exclusive, by the way. That's called the fling wing. The Bentley flinging. Because people call me Bengy in it, so the Bengy flingy wing.
Benji.
What the fuck though? Like, did that hurt, Harlen? Yes, mate.
Why is Filmboy being a total hypocrite, mate? Let's put it out there, right? Filmboy. Well, like, he needs to make his mind up about this, about who's okay to fight and who isn't okay to fight.
That what you're saying?
Do you know what I mean, mate? Like, I've listened to him there tonight. I've listened to him there tonight, and he's just contradicted everything he's ever said. See, seriously, I mean, Harlen hasn't come on yet and spoke about what happened today, but not once has autism ever been mentioned Harlen fighting.
You just said that. I've just had a message off Harlen. Wait there, 1 second. I've just
I
had a
can
message
tell
off
you
him.
that Harlen will not like anyone blaming autism for him losing a fight or anything. Not for facts. It's all wrong. It's all coming out wrong. All of this. Chokeholds, whatever. Nobody mentioned no chokeholds or anything. Dennis did that because that was going to end the fight quickly. And before that chokehold, Harlen got a few shots in.
Yeah. I think Harlen would have won if it was boxing. I think,
Mr. Nice Guy, am I right? That didn't Harlen go down? Didn't he have 2 chokeholds on him? He got 1. He got back up and he did the same again, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't. He said he let him up earlier, but he sort of, like, Harlen sort of stood up like halfway and then he was back on his back straight away. So, yeah, it was 2.
But I don't know, like, and another thing, right, about what he said there at the end about Sean Gregg. Now, Sean Gregg is taking his boxing seriously, right? Seriously.
Yeah.
And what Filmboy just said there was basically, let's not take it seriously. He's improving his life. Sean's taking his boxing seriously. He wants people to hit him. I've heard him say that on live panels. I don't want people taking it easy on me. I've heard him say it. Yeah, what Filmboy is trying to say there is that it's not serious with Sean, but you can't say that to people when people are donating and stuff and he's training all he can. He's not training for nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, seriously though, like if you don't agree, just say. But this is just
No.
A troll watch. He was watching 10 minutes behind. Ain't it shit when that happens, bro? You just missed everything. Yes, PP, you got you, bro.
How you doing, guys?
Yes, happy days, bro.
Yes,
happy
PP.
days.
Happy days, always happy days. Yeah, I think it ended well, right? But I think all the calling out has got to stop because what's going to happen soon is, right, someone's going to get severely hurt. Like today, the fight went ahead. He put him in a chokehold, but I was on the phone to Kieran before it happened. I said to him, look, make sure there's a bit of fair play. He said, it's not going to be one with fair play. They want to have a street fight, but there's no headbutting, gouging, biting, and things like that. So they had set rules. So the choke, it was what it was. It wasn't something what couldn't be used. It wasn't something what it did end the fight well. I think it was a good fight. Harlem had a few shots, but all this calling out needs to be stopped because if you get someone who's at that age group, right, who's going to go there to fight, when they get there to fight and psych themselves up, they're just going to go in there and not cause mayhem, but they're going to fight. And people ain't going to be prepared for that when they get someone who really is going to go there off their fucking rocker and have a tear up with them.
Yeah.
Right? And God forbid that day happens, but it is going to happen. If people keep doing it, it's only a law of averages, and sooner or later, someone's going to get it. And you can't judge a book by its cover and think, oh, no, I'm doing this person, that person. It's mental, mate, and it is killing a bit of violence.
But I'm going to jump off. Okay.
PP.
How you doing, mate? Say this time at the moon.
Yeah, PP,
Yes,
mate. I made a comment earlier on, right? Benji, you highlighted the comment, right? And I put, so Filmboy, is it okay for somebody who's had suicidal thoughts in the past to be on a fight card or to be fighting?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
It depends.
Should that be allowed?
That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. Yeah.
Because Decker's had suicidal thoughts, and we all promoted Decker. We all wanted to watch Decker fight.
Well, suicidal thoughts. Suddenly, when people get suicidal thoughts, it's because they're in a real bad place. They're down. They can't see no light at the end of the tunnel. So, being in a place where they've got something to aim for, everyone needs a direction and something to aim for, and something to better themselves, to achieve achievement. That would be the word. And when people find them little bits of achievement, it could pull them out of that suicidal thought. So, I think that giving them a platform to be able to fight on safely is not that's a good thing for someone with suicidal thoughts.
Well, that's one way. That's not a bad answer, but I still think that if that's the
it's not the one I was looking for.
that's the way we're going down,
Not a bad answer, but it's not the one he's looking for. If that's the route we're going down, though, PP, and for Filmboy to say that he's disgusted by people watching a video and somebody with autism getting choked out, a chokehold on them, then he shouldn't have anyone in his fight cards. And for me, this Friday Night Fight Club, there should be no more of this fannying about. It should be fighters who want to fight. None of this punching in, no headshots. Put people in who want to fight. We've seen all the exhibitions. Let's have some proper fighting with people who were allowed in.
Some proper fucking fighting, man.
That's what it should be. People who want to go in there to fight. If there is YouTube beefs, the YouTube beefs, the people who want to fight from YouTube should be fighting fit. Whether they're fighters or not, they should be fighting fit. What I meant by that with people with suicidal thoughts is it can do people good, it can do them bad. But like you said, if people want to fight, they should fight in a safe environment. Meeting someone in the middle of nowhere to have a fight over a YouTube beef, to me, yes, I watched it. Did it entertain me? It entertained me a little bit. Did I like? I didn't like it because long term, I could see that ending in a bad disaster, in a bad disaster happening to someone, and ending in tears in a big way.
Well, so anything could have happened today.
I think the Friday Night Fight Club is a good thing. Hector is a trained boxer. He's done a lot of training, fighting himself. They're in a gym. They have got medical people available. The fighters should be vetted and make sure they are fit to fight. If you're going to fight, you can't go in there fighting if you've got a disability in any way, shape or form. That's my opinion on it. You can't do that.
So let's get this right. Is Filmboy saying today then that the only problem he had with that fight was the chokehold? Is it okay would it have been okay for Harlen to get his jaw broke and his eye socket broke, but no chokeholding? Is that what he said? I think
it was a mad statement by Filmboy to say that. They were going on a fight.
That's what I can't understand, PP. Yeah. I can't understand this. Because he could have, when Harlen got hold of Dennis's leg and lifted him up, he could have banged his head on concrete and then what?
Well,
or the same could have happened to Harlen.
This is where you're going to fight. This is what I can't get. When you're going to fight someone, you're going to kill that other, not kill them literally, but sooner or later you're going to get someone in there who is going to go there to fight. And when you're going to get someone who's going there to fight just for YouTube or a few views, and they're up against someone who can fight, who will fight, who can punch and swing and wallop, it will. And I think that that fight should have took place. It wasn't. I think the chokehold ended the fight. They both went home safe. So to me, the chokehold wasn't a bad thing. That weren't a bad thing. The chokehold. It ended it.
Right. It was a good thing for Harlen.
Yeah, it was. I don't think Harlem should fight again. I don't think Harlem should fight again. I know Harlem has said to Kieran that no, he could get punched in the head. There was none of that restrictions on him, but that needs to be definitely out in the open, because you go into box, you can't go to box and be a boxer. It's like doing the exhibition like Hector and Sean. I understand that, and Sean's put 110% into it, and you've got to take your hat off. He's lost loads of weight. He's really put his heart and soul into it, and it's made him a better man, giving a real good direction.
And I've heard Sean with his own words say he doesn't want people to take it easy on him. He wants to fight. That's what he's training for.
Yeah,
but the way Filmboy was talking there was he wasn't belittling him, but he was sort of saying
the links at the top of the page.
He was saying let's not take it serious in a sort of roundabout way. But Sean doesn't want that. Sean is doing this because he wants to see what he can do.
Well, that's what fighting is all about, is to push your boundaries. That's what it's all about.
And
if he wants that,
before that fight today, did anyone in the chat or any of you two on the panel think or even have Harlen's autism in your mind when that fight was going to kick off?
No,
I didn't. And then Filmboy brought it up and caused all this. It would never have been mentioned without that chokehold. That's where I'm getting at.
It is. Phil Boy, he might know something we don't. I don't know. I can't comment on that. I don't know about it. All I'm going on is my observations of two men have had an argument on YouTube. They both know each other. They were both in the same group together. All of a sudden, they've had a fallout. Now they're meeting up in the middle of the woods with other YouTubers. All right, they all sort of know each other and they got each other's backs in a certain degree to have a fight. To me,
Exactly. So why bring autism into it? Why bring autism into it? It had nothing to do with it.
It ain't. It's nothing to do with it. It shouldn't be brought into it. No. Harlem was Copus Mentis. He's took the fight on. Harlem's dad has stated that his son has been trained to fight as a boxer. Harlem does. He holds his guard. He keeps it there. I think now there should be a lesson learned by this, and people need to stop all this calling out and meeting people, especially meeting people in the middle of nowhere, because someone needs to get fucking hurt soon. And I ain't on YouTube to see people get hurt in any way, shape, or form. I'm not about that.
Hello?
Anyway, who wants to fight? Well, who wants to fight?
Who's that?
You hear me, bro?
What's up, Bex?
Yeah.
How are you, Bex? Sorry, bro. You like that?
Not really, bro. No.
Yo, Bex.
I don't.
Bro.
People don't know the whole story of today, bro. You know, like I just literally fucking tried my best to help Harlan get to somewhere that he needed to get to. I didn't go there to be getting involved in a fight. I didn't go there to really watch a fight, bro. I wasn't. Ben. What's his name? Dennis will tell you, bro. I said before the fight to Dennis, let's just all go to the fucking beach. Don't even fight. Like, let's just go to the beach. And he's like, I don't do content. They were fighting whatever we were saying, right? We did our best to stop the fight. And I thought it was going to be a boxing match, one-on-one boxing match, yeah? All the time, everything was going on. Then just before, there was a few decisions made, and I thought it was a fucking boxing and feet fighting, yeah? I didn't know there was no, like, I didn't know nothing about no MMA rules, none of that shit, yeah? Dennis was there on his own. There was 4 of us with Harlan, right? So Dennis has asked me to record for him, yeah? And I didn't want to be like, I don't know Dennis, bro, so I didn't have nothing against him. I said, look, I'm not going to get involved in this fight. You all know me. I don't do this shit. The beef ain't my thing, bro. You know, I was just...
Bex, I seen you at the back recording. I seen you at the back recording.
Yeah, I was filming for Dennis, right? Let me finish, bro. I was filming for Dennis,
Yeah, go on.
and Monk was filming live for Harlan, yeah? And I said to Dennis, I promise I will not get involved in this fight, yeah? I will stay the fuck out of it, because it's not my beef, yeah, or nothing, right? He was on his own, yeah? And when the choking started, Monk saying straight away, get off, get off, get off. Kieran goes to split it up, and then they say that they had agreed on an MMA fight or something, yeah? I didn't want that shit to happen. I was going to kick Dennis in the head, yeah? But then I thought to myself, I'm going to look a cunt. I need to stay the fuck out of this like I promised, yeah? So
you're going to what? What was that, Bex?
No one's blaming you, mate. Nobody's blaming you, Bex.
Yeah? I was going to kick him in the head, because that weren't... I didn't know in the face, bro. I did not know it was an MMA fight. So I was going to kick him in the head, bro. So I thought there's no... So I'm just being honest, yeah? I didn't do it, because then I...
Nah, say, be honest, bro.
But when I come away from the fight, I said to them both,
be honest, it's funny.
Come on and done what you said, but I did not want to step in there, bro. And like, I'd have looked a cunt if I'd have hit him, but I did want to kick him in the head when he was choking Harlan out, bro.
That's funny.
It was disgusting, right? But I'm filming it for Dennis, thinking I can't kick him in the head, bro. There's 4 of us here. He's on his fucking own. That ain't fair. Like,
no, that was good. That was good. But Dennis was very fair. Dennis was very fair. He let him go. Now, it's just say you've got somebody who's absolute lunatic.
I didn't agree with choking. People say we were cheering it on. I didn't even want to watch the fight. I was only filming it because Dennis asked me to. I was going to sit in my van and not even watch the fight. I don't like.
No. You misunderstood me there. When I say cheering on, I mean you to film the fight.
Someone said that you brought your cheerleading stuff in there.
What did you think? How did it make you feel, Bexy? How did it make you feel? What did you think of it?
I fucking hated it, PP. I hate any violence, bro. I don't like violence. It's just, I don't see no point in it. I didn't understand why they're fighting. I kept saying to them, you two squash this beef on Benji's live. I watched it happen. You both said you apologised to each other for the shit that was said. You didn't need to be fighting. Like, I even said, let's all jump in my van and drive down and fucking see Film Boy at the beach. That's what I was saying to him. I said, let's make some real content and go to the beach together. And there's like, no, we're fighting. Like,
So Bex,
it's got to stop. This call out has got to stop, mate. Because, like I said, he was very fair, Dennis.
That I coaxed this in any way, because I didn't coax the fight. I didn't want no part of the fight. I didn't want to get involved in the fight. I just giving out.
Bex, we all know that, mate. We all know that, Bex.
We all know that,
brother.
I ain't even got
I
a channel
didn't know
anymore,
Dennis
boys,
was
so
there
I'm
on his
definitely
own,
not
mate.
about for clout. I'm not about for clout. I don't even give a shit about channels. I don't care. I've been playing my YouTube, my Xbox with my son. I don't care about YouTube, but I don't want people thinking that I set Harlan up or something, because I didn't.
Let me just set the record straight here. 100% about clout, right? I can't lie here. I was on the phone to Kieran and said to Kieran, listen, ask Harlem and Dennis if I could set a live up, and then you film it and I'll put Kieran on it so we can film it. So I was willing to do that. But what I was looking at, it was two men, adults, who had agreed to fight. Right? Now, what I'm saying is, the chokehold, Dennis let go, it was fair. Just say that would have been someone who psyched up to fight off his fucking rocker. Now, you get someone like that who does that, they're going to go in there, psyched up to fight. They've got Harlem in that chokehold, right? Only thrown it to the floor with his fucking and then started jumping on top of it. Now, if it took you lot to jump on him and get him off, it ain't going to be long before you're going to experience some kind of matter like that.
PP, he could have broke his neck in that chokehold.
Of course he could.
That's what you're saying. Some people would have.
Fighting.
You know
It's
what I mean?
yes, it can. It's fighting.
Yeah,
it's uncontrolled
that's what I'm saying,
fighting.
bro. That's
It's
why I felt
disgusting. It
I
wasn't
felt
good.
sick to the
Don't get me
stomach,
wrong.
bro. I felt sick to the stomach. And people know my story. I used to get strangled when I was a little kid by horrible people at the top of my road until I passed out. So I hate that strangling shit. And like, that's what
YouTube, yes, you can get one, bro. Don't worry, soon come.
But like, no disrespect to Dennis, but when he was choking him, I did think I'm gonna kick him in the head, and then I thought, no, don't be stupid. Like, that's not the way to react. I just don't want people thinking that I stood there letting Harlan get choked out. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
No, you can't, because I spoke to Kieran. I said to Kieran, listen, to keep fair play. He goes, no, they don't want no fair play. They're doing it street fighting rules, but we know sort of elbowing, poking in the eyes, biting the ear rolls, and headbutts and all that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you've got two men here wanting to fight. Who's going to abide by that? See, it ain't going to be long before you're going to get something. He won't abide. These call-outs need to stop.
To be fair, PP, I jumped on the panel because I see Fly Me to the Moon was on here, yourself on here, and I like Benji. And you three guys, I respect you three guys, and I just wanted you to hear my side of the story. I didn't go there cheering it on. I didn't like it when he was choking Harlan out, and I did want to react, but if I would have reacted, it would have been the wrong way, so I didn't react. You know what I mean? So I stepped away from it. I didn't agree with what happened. I didn't want it to happen, and I'm never going to none of these fights again. I'm not giving anyone a lift to help them out. I'm not helping anyone. I don't want nothing to do with this fight.
Hopefully there'll be no more of these fucking stupid fights before someone gets hurt. And in fairness to Dennis, I think Dennis and Harlem, you got to take it to Harlem. He turned up there. He had his fight, right?
Exactly.
But he treated him with respect, Dennis. He could have carried on with that chokehold. He didn't. He let it go. And it was over. It could have got worse than that. So respect for both men, but something needs to be taken from this, and it needs to stop, because it's killing off YouTube. We're here for banter and having a laugh, mate. And if you're going to give out back your shit to it, you need to take it back from each other. You can't give it all out.
Who's that, Monk? Monk says the people who arranged it went missing. Who was the people who arranged it?
Oh.
I think he's on about Phil Boy.
I had nothing to do with arrangements.
Well, this is the thing I was about to say. I agree with everything that Monk says. Sorry, not Monk, sorry. Moon says, right, about Film Boy. When he turns around and he says, right, about this, all this bollocks about bullying and stuff like that, right, but he wanted to set the fight up prior to it even happening.
Yeah.
He was going on about going to a gypsy camp fighting. He was a dirty guy or a normal guy.
Yeah, he was the first one onto this, and he's the one who tarnished this today by mentioning autism. I'm sorry for mentioning it all the time, but that's what's tarnished this whole thing. And nobody
else was meant to be giving Harlem a lift. I weren't even meant to be going until last night when they said to me, it's going to be in Coventry, so it's closer to you. Can you give Harlem a lift to Coventry? And I was like, yeah, of course I can, because I was just helping out a friend. I never went there for the fight. I was trying to stop the fight. I wanted to bore you all and take you all to a pub or a beach. Monk will tell you, we was trying to take him to the pub and tell him not to fight. Like,
Bex, mate, you're sweet. You're sweet. We all know.
I see you on the
like,
panel,
there's had nothing to do with.
I don't come on lives much, bro. But I wanted you to know,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I didn't like what happened, but I
know that,
should
mate.
have stepped in. I should have stepped in. I admit, I should have stepped in. But
but you can't step in. You can't step in. I think all the three guys there would have seen it fair.
I would have looked bad if I'd have done what I was thinking, bro. And I
It
think
got
as well,
sorted.
that Benji, that Dennis
You got
come on
Monk.
his own.
There's
There
the
was
police.
4 of us, bro. I didn't want to be like making him feel like he didn't like it weren't fair, you know. How's it going, Monk?
Yes, Monk.
Yes,
what are you saying, lad?
You all right, Monk?
How you doing, people? I'm doing well.
Yeah. All right.
Listen,
Yeah. What's your
listen.
take on it, Monk?
My take on it, is it should never have happened. It should never have happened anyway, because apparently it was squashed even, but it still wanted, for some reason, they still wanted it to go on.
Well, it did. It got squashed on one of my lives, didn't it?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Listen, I didn't know anything about this until last night, and I even got asked, "Are you coming?" And I said, "No, I'm working."
That's why I don't understand why it went ahead, because they said sorry to each other. It got squashed, and then I don't know what happened. It was Peanut must have carried on messaging him.
Confused. That's where I was confused.
But in terms of the fight, I feel Dennis kind of, Dennis, this ain't a dig, bro, or it might be a dig. Take it how you want it, bro. But you kind of was changing the rules as the fight was going. And listen, when you're filming, I'm looking at the screen. I'm not actually looking at them. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to get a good picture for you guys.
Yeah,
but
so you're not getting everything, are you? Really?
Nah. All I remember is as soon as he got him in a choke, you can hear me. I'm screaming, "Get off him! Get off him! Get off him! Get off him! Get off him!" But listen, anybody who says Harlen lost that, this is all I will say. After he gets choked, go and watch him connect with 3 beautiful punches. Dennis doesn't want to know. Dennis is not a boxer. That's why Dennis kept changing the rules and choking and all the grabbing, because Dennis knew on his feet, boxing, he's outnumbered. He can't do it. And I'll give Harlen his due all day, mate. That guy has got a fucking heart of a lion.
Let me just finger you now, Monk, yeah? I know Harlen's a better boxer. He's done 8 years boxing, yeah? I've done fucking 5 sessions. It was said quite a few weeks ago, MMA style fight, yeah? They tried to, we were going to do it with MMA gloves in a ring, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I listen. That's what I was aware, Dennis. Listen, that's what I was aware. Listen. That was what I was aware that you was gonna have an MMA fight in a ring.
Yeah, so
I was
everyone on about this and that. We
this...
knew what it was before it was sorted out. Me and Alan knew what it was before today. We knew weeks ago, yeah. And it was said over numerous times in the background. So I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not gonna put when I went in the boxing ring and boxing, I took a few shots. Did I try and do anything like that? Did I even grab anything? Nothing. Yeah, or if it was said kickboxing, we'd have said kickboxing.
From my point of view,
kickboxing wasn't said. We said the only rules are.
Dennis, from my point of view, though.
Listen, to be honest, let me speak. Because me and Alan know, and some of those in the background not saying the mention of the MMA and that.
How come today then, when I'm sat with Harlen, we're talking about, and I'm saying, who's fair playing this? What's the rules? He's going, it's Queensbury rules, it's boxing rules.
Who said that?
Harlen, the MMA fight. Listen, it was an MMA fight in the ring. It was an MMA fight in the ring. I'm not disputing that, but this was supposed to be
choke on that weed.
Choke on that
weed.
As far as I'm concerned, I thought he knew that he was MMA. I mean, it was pre-agreed. He said he'd fight me anywhere, and it was pre-agreed. And respect to Harlen, he come down and fought it. People might think it was like this, that, the other, but that's what was agreed. Yeah, and they went through the rules before the fight, and I asked him before the fight, "You sure you want to do this as well?" You know what I mean? It didn't have to happen. I did ask him last night as well, but he's a man of his own pride. He don't want to say no, does he?
Respect you, Dennis.
Like he didn't want, I could have choked him. I could have choked him there for fucking ever. He'd have never said no, but he was saying he couldn't breathe. He could have just said, "Let go of me, I'll give up," or whatever. That's all I was asking for him to do, yeah. But I wasn't full on choking him for 40 seconds. There's a couple of times.
The Undertaker movement of WWF.
It's a bit shitty, yeah, but fucking what do I do? Do I let the kid punch me head in, or do I just fucking get it finished? Or you know what I mean?
No,
the best way I can.
well. I think you've done it well. I think you've done right, mate. I think you've done right, Dennis. Right.
But to say that he didn't know, I'm pretty sure he did know. It was sorted out, so fuck knows. But maybe
listen,
we didn't do it right.
What's chatted in the background between you two is totally different to what I was told. So there you go, then. Yeah, I was under the impression he was meeting up.
I've got respect for Harlen. You know what I mean? He's come down. He done what he said he was going to do. You know what I mean? You got respect him.
Fair play to him. Oh, dude,
and you know what? It's not nice being squeezed and choked, is it? It's fucking horrible.
Hold on, right. I heard them WhatsApp group messages, right, and it was agreed that it was going to be a dirty goal.
Right, there you go. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that,
From
Benny.
16
And I'm
out
pretty sure.
gloves to 14 to 12 to 10 to 8 to no gloves to biting to
Yeah,
everything, yeah.
Then we put some
I
rules in.
mean,
Then we
I'm
put
not
no
having to
more
go at
biting.
anybody. I'm not having a pop, right? But surely Monk, Bex and them, yeah, you must have known about Harlan.
They're not going to know about it because
What do you mean? What do you mean? Know about him, Benny? What do you mean? Know about him? I know that he's
you
got a
knew
hot
about
head,
the
and I know that he
autism
won't back
shit,
down.
mate.
He
I
won't
thought
back
you knew
down.
about
He's
the
come to
autism
fight.
shit, bro.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I know about the autism, but if we're going to talk about the autism, and listen, if we're going to talk about the autism and fighting and watching him fight is wrong, then what's the difference
No, you
between
can't. Listen, I disagree, boys. I disagree. I disagree. You can't write Harlan off. The kid is a good boxer.
Let me finish, Benny. Are you going to call out? Oi, are you going to call out Film Boy
You
and
got
then
my
Hector because they
sexy
had him on the
darling.
Friday Night Fight Club?
Exactly, Monk.
Say again.
Are you
That's
gonna?
what I
said,
said.
Benny. I said, are you going to call out Film Boy and Hector for having him on the Friday Night Fight Club? Then it's the same thing, bro.
Exactly.
Same thing. A
Exactly.
fight is a fight. A fight
Yeah,
is a fight, bro.
I get that, yeah. And Film Boy was in the WhatsApp group messages, and he did say, if you're going to have a fight,
Yeah, but like he said before, I was watching before. Yeah, he did. He has stepped away. He's not been answering the calls, and Harlan's been the same. We've had no address. But I wish he just said, just don't do it, boys, because we'd have listened. You know what I mean? But it was like fucking. You know how it goes when you get too far, and obviously no one wants to back down, do they? Because you know the other guy's going to start calling you fucking pussy and that. You know what I mean?
Back down, Dennis. What would have if you'd have backed down, Dennis? You'd have just
I'd
been
be slagged off for life.
Of course you would have been.
Off for life. You know
Of course you would have been.
ain't for you to do that. It should have been other people. All these calling
Hector
out.
did try. Hector did try, yeah. But you know what? When you got two people that don't want to back down, they want the other one to back down. It's what you call fucking.
My point.
Dennis,
My point
Dennis,
is.
You know what I mean? There's
My
nowhere
point
to go.
is,
Dennis,
yeah?
did I not try and get you down the pub? Did I not try and get you down the pub when we first got there?
Yeah,
Didn't
I don't
say, let's
drink.
just go
No,
down
I
the
don't
pub and have a
drink.
drink?
I
No,
couldn't.
neither
I'd
do I.
rather hear
Neither
it
do
from.
I.
For me, I'd have rather heard it from Harlan, and Harlan would have rather heard it from me. So that's where we went wrong in it. We
I'm
both
just
fucking
saying,
too pig-headed
Dennis
in it.
wasn't trying to change the
It's all
rules.
learning.
He wasn't trying to change the rules.
No,
Yeah,
was a
I don't know
It was
what.
already set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rules were all set that it was an
There you go.
MMA goal.
Harlan's
They
dad.
weren't even going to wear
Harlan's
gloves.
dad's in the chat.
Yeah, go
Harlan's
on.
dad's in the chat. And he's saying Harlan's dad just wrote, Harlan's been fighting since he's 8.
But all being said, it was kind of, well,
never stopped him.
it was sorted out and then it escalated, didn't it?
Yeah.
Again.
It escalated all day. There was fucking 60 odd messages between you two. But like, I'm saying,
that's
like,
the thing, man. He's all right, but when he's on your case, man, it can be horrible. You know what I mean? When he's on your case, it can be fucking horrible. And that's the thing. And so can I as well. I think it was as well.
To be fair,
Yes,
Dennis, weren't you
Mooney.
both talking about families? Weren't you both talking about each other's families saying
Benny.
mums and that, man?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
You know,
you know what? It's put behind us now, isn't it? You put it behind us now.
Benny,
So
though, why is Phil Boy? Why has Phil Boy brought autism into this, though, Benny?
I don't know. Ask him. I think he's got a child that's got autism.
That's
yeah, I've got a child with autism.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
But he's asking me why.
But listen, people, you must understand, when people say autism, they automatically think of autism. You must understand there's very different spectrums of it. And Harlan is a very high functioning, he's a very normal human being. The only difference he's got is he thinks different to us. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no
But
disability.
He didn't know he had autism today. He didn't know he had autism today. He knew he had it there long ago.
Like, yes, he's on the spectrum, but he's a very high functioning autistic guy. He's got his noodles. He knows what he's doing. Like his dad just said, he's been fighting since he was 8 years old.
Exactly. That's why I didn't know either.
I think it needs to be just fucking forgot about, yeah? Put to bed, delete all the videos, and just fucking let them focus on the proper fights under proper conditions with the medics and that there, because it's valid points, isn't it? He's right.
But the thing is, though, right? I don't think it's fair that Dennis gets the shit.
No, Dennis is getting no shit off me.
Dennis ain't getting the shit. We're getting the shit. We're being
No,
called.
nobody should be getting the shit. Nobody should be getting the shit for it. Yeah, it's done. It's a blessing in disguise in my eyes. It's a blessing in disguise. Yeah.
That's all that matters to me.
So everybody knows now.
Let's be honest. Harlan was supposed to be getting a lift with somebody else. Whoever arranged this, me and Bex never arranged this. Yeah, we was just there
That's
for Harlan
the guy that arranged it. That's the
Listen,
guy
we
that
was
sorted
just
out. Boss dog, innit?
It was supposed to be that
we
boss
was there
dog.
for
about
listen. We was
he's
there for
arguing on the
banter.
line.
We was there for Harlen because whoever arranged it for Harlen just suddenly stepped out of the way and didn't bother returning his phone call. So Harlen and Dennis are both talking to each other, both saying still there's a fight going on. Harlen says it's
But
up
go
your
back to
end.
that
Can I
live,
come to
yeah?
you and get a lift?
I
Go back to
remember
that live,
Film
and
Boy.
it says
I remember Film
MMA,
Boy
yeah?
was
On that
going
live.
to go down with
Go
you,
back to that
Mike.
live.
Yeah. Film Boy was going to go down with Dennis, yeah, and Boss Dog was going to fucking take Harlan down there.
There you go. So the two people who arranged it, none of them. There you go. And these two people were still going to have a fight. So what would have happened, yeah, if Dennis and Harlan had gone there on their own and he'd have put him in a choke? Who's to say get off then or anything? It could have been a lot worse, people.
No,
If those two people had met on
listen.
their own, who's to say stop?
Monk, I know. Listen, I weren't trying to put him to sleep or put him out. I'm screaming to get and let go. Harlan might have said he couldn't breathe because it was an awkward position, but you can't breathe, you can't speak. And they didn't want to say I give up, so I knew if I let it go, he's coming back with a blow. So I've got to keep holding him a little bit longer just to get him to say right or whatever. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah, no, straight up. And honest,
And then because he wouldn't do it, I put him down and I thought he's stupid. I thought this guy's crazy. There's no point fighting him because he'll just go on for fucking ever, won't he?
And that's the thing with Harlan, people got to understand. Harlan, I spoke with his dad. I had to drive Harlan all the way back from my town, back all the way to Wootton Bassett. I've just spent 3 hours on the road, yeah. I spent half an hour with Harlan's dad. Harlan's dad was telling me, even Harlan, when Harlan's on a live sometimes and he gets into these rows, Harlan's dad will be sat next to him saying, no, why'd you say that? And Harlan will be like, what do you fucking mean? Like, even Harlan's dad says, there's no point talking to Harlan because once he gets a bee in his bonnet, that's it. It's 100. It's 100. I'm not stopping till I've got that. Yeah?
Listen, Harlan's a top lad.
Harlan's got a fucking heart of gold,
Yeah,
mate.
when he's
Seriously,
good,
for a small lad, that guy's got a serious heart, man.
You know when you hear like Pablo's when he's calling Pablo out and Pablo's saying, that when he's saying come and fight me, and he's like, you know why I can't come and fight you, and he doesn't, and he's saying, well, go on, then why can't you? Now we know why.
I'll tell you what I think Pablo didn't fight him. Pablo didn't have the bollocks. That's why I think Pablo didn't fight him.
What? Because Pablo didn't have the bollocks?
You know, Pablo, Paul, you talked about fighting Charles.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the bollocks to fight him. That's what I think.
All right. Well,
I don't think
Paul, because I've heard him say I've spoken to your dad.
Fucking hell, Peter, I've just fell off my chair.
Fucking hell, JP.
But you know, listen, at the end of the day, you both had a row, and that's it. It's fucking dealt with. But no one can be blamed. None of the fighters, none of the people who took anybody down there. It's fucking done now.
No, you can't blame no one. And it was
listen, if anything, I hope it's a lesson.
No one got hurt.
Yeah.
So
if anything,
I
hope there's a lesson learned that just don't fucking do it. If you're going to have a fight, do it properly in a ring, man. Do it properly in a fucking ring.
I'm done with all that. Can't fight anywhere. I said it all along. I can't fight. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm too old, man. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I ain't got that killer instinct.
Listen,
that's what you need, isn't it?
Listen, I can box, I've got epilepsy, right? But I'm not fucking getting in. I'm not saying, I'm going on the card because I might not be well enough to get in the ring.
Yeah, that's you deciding that, Benny, isn't it? And that's fair enough. That's your decision, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong. If
else
anyone wants a row, I'll fucking have one. But fucking hell, I've got a fucking, I've not got a brain, love.
I'll tell you what else I think as well is these fights that you've got to go into a fight. It's a fight. It's none of this fannying about in this Friday Night Fight Club now. I think we need to start having some proper fights with
medical things. I mean, I don't get sure. I understand Sean Greg changing
said it looks like Robocop.
Sean was on about going off his medication after 20 years.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
You know what I mean? So if he goes off his medicine after 20 years, after he's not had a fit, and then he has a fit, that could do some serious damage.
Well, he should not be in the ring at all then.
Yeah, but if he's not had a fit for 20 years, might have passed. Might be all right now. You don't know, man. You have to have them scans, won't it?
You've got to draw the line somewhere with all this.
I wish I'd have just fucking had a skinhead, man. That's no short back and sides that.
Listen, guys, I'm off. I'll see you all later. Yeah, big up,
Monk,
everyone.
take
Man.
it easy,
Ciao,
Monk.
yeah.
Big up.
Big up,
bit.
mate.
Yeah,
Well,
See you in a
listen,
bit.
I'm jumping off and all, guys, because I'm going to get in the
Same.
chat here, because I think I've started off a little bit of a thing with my...
Yeah, PP out.
Dennis,
PP, I'd love
Listen,
Dennis,
mate,
respect for going on your own. I'm
Yeah, see you
going.
later.
Big up,
Latest,
guys.
lads, latest.
No, he's not your pal. The third
Benny,
Mitchell brother.
Benny, can I just
Yes.
ask you a question?
Benny's
Just
not-
ask you a question. Oh, he's gone. Did anyone
Benny's
notice
gone.
last night? Did anybody notice last night? Right on PD's live, Benny was on the panel, and his picture was the same as that picture.
Yeah,
but
I've
he had
seen it. But with like a
it.
hairy chest and that. Like a hairy chest with no
What
teeth
was
and all
going
that.
on there?
I
What was
don't
going
know,
on
bro.
there?
I don't know. He might have just edited it fucking about. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with it, bro.
Yeah, that's been vexing me all day. That, like, I was like, I'm sure Benny's
Yeah,
photo.
because
He
then I
has
just
his,
didn't
he has
know.
his top zipped up,
Yeah, on that
and
picture
it was
there.
zipped down.
It
Once
looked
it was
like someone did
unzipped.
it. Yeah, it was, man. Maybe he's got a couple more photos. You know, he might have
Looked
snapped
like
a few, done
looked like
down.
some out of the village people. Who's the guy in the middle? Sorry, I recognise the voice. I can't see the names, Benji.
Oh, wait there. Let
Gavin.
me move it, bro.
It's Gavin.
Oh, I thought it
Gavin,
was
man.
you, man. You all right, mate?
Gav, is that I think his brother's Pete in it. Is that your
Yeah,
brother,
it's
Gav?
a Matrix, isn't it? Gavin the
That's
Matrix,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Pete and
Yeah.
my MTV, yeah. Two of them
You
were
all right, Gavin? Where's your lives gone, mate? You haven't been doing much, have you, this week?
No, I don't do lives, mate, me. I just sit in the chat usually, pop on the panels now and again. But that's it.
Mayhem TV.
Yeah,
Sorry, mate,
Mayhem
sorry,
does. Yeah, Mayhem.
Mayhem's your brother, is it?
Yeah, yeah. And Pete.
Yeah, that's what I
Fast
mean.
Eddie.
Mayhem TV. He hasn't done many lives this week, has he?
No, I don't know if
Mayhem,
he's
not
doing
Gavin.
one in a bit. I think he's doing one in a bit, I think.
Yeah. No, I normally look
Yeah.
out for them, and I just haven't seen many. I haven't had any notifications or anything for a while because I like
Hold on a
them.
minute. I'll read that comment then. It's supposed to Sean, and Sean said that now as well. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what
Who
Phil
said
Boyd
that?
said. Wanted the Danny. He couldn't hit Sean in the head because of his epilepsy or something.
Okay.
So Sean's saying that's not true.
Well, that's what Nate said, Film Boy, I think.
What is going on?
Well, I agree with everything you said, Moon. I did earlier about you was going about Film Boy, the contradiction. It's
Well, that's what he's done tonight, and I didn't understand, Gavin, why he had to come on and do that. He's got a lot of clouds on YouTube, and if he hadn't done that little video, autism would never have been mentioned today. Anything to do with that fight?
Yeah, but this is the thing, Moon. It sounds like he's found out he's got autism today. What I'm saying is, right, he was going to arrange this fight. When was it? A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was going to arrange it. He said, "Do you want a dirty goal? Do you want just a straight bare knuckle boxing fight and whatever?"
Yeah.
So we knew what was the matter with him then. So why come out tonight and say?
They both agreed to that, and you know what would have happened, right? If, say, after that chokehold, Harlen got up and lost his rag, right? Which he could have done, and just went to town. Absolutely went to town on Dennis. Would they have then blamed autism for that?
Exactly. What happened if he didn't do the chokehold full stop and he'd have knocked him out? Would he have blamed it then either?
Yeah, it should never have been mentioned, and I don't know why Filmboy done it. I like Filmboy, but I just don't see why he did that today.
It's just
maybe that I don't know.
Word.
Maybe he likes Harlan, don't he? And maybe because one of his own kids has got autism in it. I don't know, mate. Yeah.
Benji, I understand that, mate, but it's contradiction, isn't it? You got to watch what you say. Can't just come on here and just because it suits you at one stage and say something else at another
I've
stage.
learned mistakes by doing that, bro. Because then I've had loads of shit fired at me. People have got opinions in there, so, and they're right to them.
But Benji, you could see the venom in Filmboy's voice when he was doing that video. He blamed Monk. He blamed anyone that was there. He said, "You're all disgraceful." It wasn't just a light-hearted thing. He was going in on them.
Yeah, I think it's just because it wasn't on his channel. That's my point of view.
A lot of comments like that today, hasn't there? But he was the one who instigated that fight. As soon as the sniff of that fight came up, Filmboy was like, "Right, I'll get a venue. I'll give you a lift." And now after the fight, he's come out with that. I don't get it.
Yeah, Sean's here now.
Yeah,
so Sean's
Sean.
put the only body shot affairs one, but this next one is going to be headshots. So, so you're actually going into it? You actually are fighting on a card who's headshots then?
Yeah, Sean wants to. That's the thing as well. Sean is doing this because he wants to see what he can do. He's not going in there half-hearted. And neither should his opponent.
There was nothing about headshots with Harlen, though, was there? When he fought last, this was just Sean.
Yeah.
So why has it been brought up tonight?
I'm not sure because I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know what was said.
But Sean wants his opponent to give his best as well, or there's no point in doing it, is there? There's no point in going in a ring and going half-hearted. That's why it's got these exhibition fights on the Friday night. They've got to be finished. It's got to be proper fights.
This is the thing.
Why you can't go into a fight half-hearted.
Exactly what you've just said. Expedition. Why is Sean even having an expedition with what's his name, Hector? Why is he doing that? He ain't going to get nothing out of it.
No.
Of all the training, the money it's going to cost him to do this training, he's going to get nothing out of it.
Sick style, my G.
Couple of views. He's going to get views out of it, Gavin. That's what he's getting out of it.
Is it like training that sense? Is in boxing sense? He's going to get nothing out of it, and that's what he wants to do.
Right, someone's just asked me to come on here, right? Sean, right, he's going to need a medical note off the doctor, off the neurologist to say it's okay to fight. And I know that he will not get a full certificate to be able to go and box in a ring. And you can't just stop. No doctor, and he said to me last time that the doctor said it's okay for him to stop his medication. Yes, it's okay for him to stop the medicine, but the doctor will highly recommend that he doesn't.
Yes, big up AMW TV.
So where does this put Sean now then?
Where's it put Sean? Well, it's I don't know. I don't know where. I mean, the doctor's going to say, yeah, don't live a normal life, but I don't know if Sean has not had a fit in 20 years. He's on about coming off his medicine. If he comes off his medicine after 20 years, he could have a serious seizure.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you understand? Do you know? Understand what I mean? It's like it's like a build-up of them. If I don't have one after like a certain amount of days, the next one is like serious.
You're on 21 a day.
I have to take 21 tablets a day, and I'm still having them.
Fuck it up.
So what are we saying then, Benny? So what are you saying then?
What I'm saying is, if Sean says I want to come off the tablets, the doctor can't say no, you're not coming off them.
Right. So if he does fight and he has a fit, who's to blame for that?
No, nobody really. I mean, he just needs to like. Well, if he has, the people who's putting him in, the people who put him in the ring's to blame for it. If he's told them he's got it, if they're going to put him in there, they're to blame for it.
He needs.
That's what it is. Are people getting gassed up too much? Are they getting gassed up that they can do this and that when they can't do it?
He needs a medical note, 100%.
He ain't going to get one.
If he hasn't had a fit for 20 years, he might get one and say, yes, it's okay. Yeah, he'll have to have a full checkup. I mean, he's not going for a boxing license. Yeah, it's just a heavy spar. That's what
the place still needs insurance. The place still needs insurance for it. If it's a spot or if it's an expedition,
it's a charity event.
It doesn't matter. They still need insurance. What happens if he gets his jaw broke or anything like that in the ring?
Well, I mean, know you lot in the chat going, Benny, the doctor, this, that, and the other. Yeah, well, I do know I have got epilepsy, so you can all shut your fucking grids. Yeah, I'll fucking.
Benny,
yeah, man.
While you're here, Benny, can you clear this thing up from PD's lad last night? Why did you sit down?
She did it, a bitch.
That was hilarious.
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me. I had people saying, I'm sure Benny's like got an imposter picture on it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you on about?
Oh, yeah, did you ask me about the picture? What was it, Benny? What was that picture?
it was me. It was me, but she
Bam
did
Bam
it.
set him up.
What did you do? Edit it, Bam Bam. Did you edit it
No,
all?
it was
Like?
another picture that I was pissing about. I unzipped my top. You know, when I was taking the pictures.
He didn't know till he read it in the chart. Somebody said, "Put your belly away."
That was funny. That like.
At least I got noticed.
Yeah, right.
At least you stayed on as well, Benny. You didn't even mention it when you were hoping somebody didn't notice
I
it.
know, I didn't know until I got off. Well, just I changed it the next time I come on, but I was like, what the fucking hell people going on about my picture for?
Wi-Fi broke up again, bro. I didn't hear it. Benny, what did you say? You had your hairy chest out?
Yeah, I did.
But you know when we're taking pictures and
Bam Bam in the other picture, did he have leather hot pants on as well?
Looking at that.
For 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's his missus, isn't it? That's his missus, that you.
Yeah, man.
Just
She's
back
cool.
go right ahead.
She's a bit back.
The doctor consulted what?
Oh yeah, could you? Well, fuck off then. Who's that? Oh, it's Emma, that.
So does anyone know why there's no cesspit again tonight? Or is Film Boy just away for the weekend or something?
Oh, I don't know, mate.
That's it, innit? That's what I said. Fuck it, bro.
Benji,
We'll do
that's
the
not
lives,
your
innit?
missus. Benji, the pink lady, that's Emma who was on before, weren't it, Scouse Emma?
No, it's Sean's.
No, that's Sean's missus.
Sean's missus. Oh, right. Yes, well, someone came on with...
Sam. Is it Sam?
Was Scouse Emma, or she was on before, though, weren't she?
Yeah. She had like a similar sort of picture. Yeah, she changed the picture.
Yeah. So he's had to go. He's had to go ahead off the doctor and the doctor.
I heard the call. So what was the outcome of the call then?
I can't see it. Head of a doctor and the doctor.
Is that the go ahead off the doctor? Oh, is that the go ahead off the doctor?
I was there. The course. She's probably
Just back off dishing Sean. He's had a go ahead off a doctor and the doctor. What? I can't see it behind the chat.
I think what she's trying to say is that the go ahead off the doctor and the consultant to say he's okay. I think.
Now my Wi-Fi broke up, man, about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's the.
Well, if that's the case, then Sean we all need to get behind Sean. Then just forget about all this other stuff.
Well, that's
get
it.
Behind him.
If the neurologist has given the go ahead,
that's all fine. You can have, kind of.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's just like she heard the call off the doctor. Yeah, because she was making sure that Sean weren't lying about it, basically. So all right, right. Well, that's that then. So as long as he's got the go ahead off the neurologist, I'm right behind him then.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right. So Mighty Boosh, you're a knob yourself. You ain't even got one. Right, I'll see you later, lads.
See you later, buddy.
Sure.
I've just put the chat on there. Gavin, do you read the chat when you're on a panel?
I don't know.
You don't know. I normally do, but I haven't been there.
Why somebody called me a wanker?
No, I've just put it on there, but I can't hardly read it now. My eyes are all blurry.
No, I don't.
But yeah, Benji, good life tonight, mate.
Yeah, mate. That's the one, bro.
You jumped in, didn't you? We took your chance. Well,
bro, you listen, it wasn't even like that. I got back here. I think about 6:30. I seen the fight, and I didn't even see anyone arrange anything or anything. I seen it. I text Harlen, and I thought, fuck. See what everyone's saying about it, innit? It's just one of them. But I thought there ain't no cesspit at all.
So you had a little rest last week, didn't you, Benji?
And you see what the hardest guy on YouTube to get hello from us in the jungle in the woods. jump on people. You know how it is. You know how cesspit is, man. Like, listen, if anyone's not.
Oh, you're breaking up, fella.
Some of them Irish lads that. Whatever.
Breaking up, Benji.
Lads, man. Hold on, bro. This is the second night, Friday night for it called Surely Sean got a clear after the first one.
So Sam, the Pink Lady's put he's not had one fit in over 25 years, and he has been taken off his medication as well.
Yeah, they probably have took him off it, mate, because it seems to have cleared it up or whatever, innit?
So,
You know,
so
sure
does epilepsy? It must never ever go away, does it? You can't really say it's ever gone for good, even after all them years, could you or not?
I ain't sure, mate, on it. But I know for a fact, any event, such as charity events, anything, you still need insurance on any of this. You know, any boxing event, even if it's a charity event, you still need insurance. That's for anybody who gets injured or anything in the middle of the fight, broken jaw, they can't work, or they broke their hand, anything. You have to have a medical before you start, straight away.
Yeah,
all of it.
That's right. They're just.
I know myself because I've been in the boxing game over 20 years myself, so I know it works.
It's just the confusion between like the exhibition matches and the proper fights and just a spar. I mean, when you get punched in the nose, even if it's just a spar, you're going to react, aren't you?
Well, so, do you know if you go and join a boxing gym, right? When you join a boxing gym, you have a license, right? And you're insured through that license all the time. Even if you're only sparring in the gym, you've still got insurance.
Yeah. He's right.
You've still got it. Oh, no, a lad you know, Benji, Leon.
Yeah, which Leon,
Yeah,
bro?
you know Leon, don't you? From
Leon.
Georgia. I don't want to say his last name.
Leon.
Kickboxing.
Oh, yeah, Mass. Leroy, you mean?
Leroy Moss, yeah.
Yeah, Leroy Moss, bro. Yeah.
I had loads of his lads come to me, and I was teaching them boxing. Right, he was doing his kickboxing in Birmingham and that, and his lads used to come down to my gym, and I was teaching his lads boxing. You ask Leroy yourself, you need insurance through anything you do. If you know Leroy, ask him, he'll tell you.
Well, I know Leroy, man. I was the one who told you about him, man. I've the masses, man. I've known them all my life, man. Yeah. All of them, bro. Leroy, Martin, Neil, all of you brothers. And his son, I know he would have put his son into it because he was hard.
His oldest son as well. He was a good kickboxer.
Yeah, he put all his kids into it, man.
Yeah, he was Force One, wasn't he? Force One kickboxing.
Yeah, he smashed it into that kickboxing, bro.
There's a few people in the chat, Gavin, who were saying, "What about if you sign a disclaimer? Does that not stop the insurance or whatever? If you sign a disclaimer,
No. You wouldn't get a disclaimer in when you go into for the boxing events or anything like that. What would you want to sign a disclaimer for? What case you get hurt and then they ain't got it's silly.
I ain't got no pool, bro. Unless you use your fake account, I ain't blocked no pool, bro. But you can get blocked if you want. If you want to chat shit, you can get blocked on a quick one, bro. Boom, out the chat like that. Get me? Sit there talking to yourself, blood. So come on, if you're ready to rumble with that mouth, bring your arms with water.
Benji, the highlight of my week, right, had to be when Salford Speak showed his face with that spud gun.
Oh, come on, bro. Have you seen him since, mate?
I was watching it live. That was hilarious, that. He hasn't been seen.
He ain't been seen as he's been off, man. He's probably hiding on that pool account there.
Jump on pool. He's going to have to start a new account and everything, isn't he? He's not coming back from that.
Sorry, I didn't get that. What was that move?
just on one of Benji's lives. Benji's been getting grief. Is that right, Benji? Been getting grief of him just on chats and stuff. This account, Salford Speed.
Nah, bro, you're mad. He's never given me grief ever. I said to him, I see him chatting bare lives, innit? That's what he does, bro. He just chats bare shit, bro. Like, and he does it with capitals, everything with capitals, like he's shouting it. Nah, bro, he's never said shit to me. That was the first morning he ever come in and said anything. You get me?
Right.
Look what he did. I told him it'd be peak for him. It was when it was peak. He's
So
had to run away now.
So what happened, Gavin? Benji
Not
goaded him onto the panel, didn't you? He goaded him onto the panel when he asked him to show his face, and I think at first was he not going to show you, and then he just showed it, but he was on the screen when he showed it.
It wasn't even that. No, it wasn't even that. It was I'm gonna catch you now, you little bitch. Watch this, mate. Too quick of a morning. Right, and I said, show your face, show your face, show your face. But he went to show the thingy bob, but showed too much. So I clicked it on quick onto the screen. Yes, I had to screen quick time, brother.
Yeah, he looked like Lazar. He looked like Lazar, and he was holding this little spud gun in his hand.
He never said not to have snoodle, brother. After that, he was off ski. He's never been seen since. Yeah, there's a reward for Salford Speaks.
He was always in the cesspit, wasn't he? The cesspit chats.
Yeah.
There he goes.
There's no reason anyway, man, but he's got off now, innit?
Have you not got that picture of him still, Benji?
Say that again, Keith.
Have you not got that picture of him still?
Yeah, of course. Everyone will get a look at it.
Yeah,
Slap
man.
it up. Slap it up.
Show everyone what he looks like.
Yes, we've got small cute. Took it down, but I can easily put it back up. We've got it. It should be there, where there. Still for you, got away this time.
So, Gavin, who else have you watched?
Look at the top of the screen there. Flip. We can have it there, and we can have it on the other one if we want. Put it on the layout, yeah. Salford. He's done some other ones as well, presume.
So, Gavin, what else are you watching, mate? I'm trying to think of what, because I don't see you that much in chats and stuff. Do you watch?
I've done Lindsay's. I'm a mod on Lindsay's channel.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got my brother's. Obviously, I've got my brother's channel.
Yeah.
Benji's channel. I'm always on here. Not on the panel, but in the chat, I am. Exposure. Gun exposure. Popping the cesspit. What floats about?
Yeah, man. Well, make sure you watch Zeus's channel.
Caught him on a quick one like that. You see, he's even got the MBTV sign in the corner.
Is that the city twat?
Yeah. I couldn't catch my breath when I seen him, bro. He was talking a whole lot of big talk, bro. And I was like, and then I seen him and I was like, fucking hell, shit.
It looks like Garth.
I thought he was living in fucking London, living in bedsit, mate. Living in London off Wish. That's what I thought it was. I was like, was that living in London then? That's my bed. So is that living in London? Man was letting off shots, but not letting off shots like me. Where's your kid? Huh? Man? Big in the game, bro. Big in the game.
What kind of lighter he's got? Looks like a fucking lighter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So you wanted to... So, because I did think that as well about Garth. And, no, not about Garth Thingy Bob. But, I'm not going to find them.
I think there's a few people seeing this for the first time, Benji. I don't know, has Mencho seen it before? Mencho's in your chat, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did put a community post up. Is they just overlays, are they? Let me just...
Still getting plenty of laughs out of it.
Fucking hell, what a divvy. Look at it.
Troll Watch, get that one.
Troll Watch was answered that time ago, bro. Time ago, mate. Look, this one was the one. Watch this.
It's like a fucking water pit, though.
Yeah. We got him in a meme and it was done in a meme, so it was like all the boys.
He's definitely on a par with Garth there. Like that would need a measure off there, like for the Garth and Salford.
Fuck, you know, the all brothers. Fuck.
You're only Rackbull. Need Rackbull with a pair of glasses on, and that'll be it.
Look at shit. Look at Salford speaks though. Oh shit, bro.
Fucking hell, it looks like Harlem's neck after fucking Dennis had stretched it, look.
Oh yes.
I love these memes, you know, these clippers who make these memes are hilarious.
Garth looking bass in it. Garth's looking bass out here. Garth laughed at it, bro. You got to give it to Garth. I probably won't get the same reaction out of Rackbull living in London, but and especially not Salford speaks. Fucking hell, Salford doesn't speak anymore. That's his name. Salford doesn't speak anymore.
Makes you laugh, Garth, dude. I'll ruin you, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, bro? Funny geezer, man.
Classic, that. It's a classic.
Yes, we did do a couple of them actually. To be fair, because we get the right one. This was a good one as well.
Do you do a lot of them, Moon?
You know what? I did a few in the last 2 nights. I've done just a few little testers, and a few people jumped in. But I'm doing a bit of a collaboration with Jim, you know, Zeus.
Yeah.
We did one last night. We're on for 2.5 hours. Got quite a few people in. Apollo was in the chat for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I'll have to sub.
Yeah, it was quite good.
I didn't know you did one.
I was just messing about the last few nights, but sort of enjoyed it, you know, and a few people jumped in, and that it's quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have a look, watch Zeus. I've just had notification there. He's going live later on. I think it's half 10, so I'll jump on there with him.
Yeah, I'll pop over.
The one we did last night, it got copyrighted. I got up this morning and it had gone for because he was playing music on there.
Yeah. It left it up.
Yeah, but we're both just learning, you know what I mean? Like Jim knows a lot more than me. He's getting
Listen to it. Oh, hey, look at that. Look what Mention said.
What's that?
Dennis circumcised Harlen with a pair of ones.
Fucking yeah.
Don't know where he gets it from, Mention. Like, okay.
Oh, no,
he's put it that way, then. He's put it that way, choice. I've seen loads in the chat. He's put it.
Mention. Oh, shit.
Benji, bro, I'm going to have to jump off. I want to go to the shop and get some cans, mate.
Yes, bro. No worries, bro. Yeah. You going somewhere? Get cans in. What, beers?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers for letting us on, bro.
Nah, you're welcome, my brother. Anytime, mate.
Gavin, nice talking to you, mate.
Yeah, and you, mate.
I'll catch you later, right?
Later, mate.
Later.
Later. Gav, where's your brother?
You off as well, Benji?
Am I off? No.
I thought you just never mind.
No, I said, where's your brother?
Oh, Pete's in Italy.
Oh, he's got Italy in him?
Yeah, he's in Italy. I think Mayhem's setting up a live later, I'm not sure.
Thinking. The quarter there, lah. You get me? Mental.
Have you had Manners back on?
Nah, Manners don't come around here anymore, bruv. He doesn't hang, he hangs around the girls' panels now. He doesn't come on big man thing panel.
He's all right, Manners. He's all right, Kim. He's all right.
1 minute, bro. You saying 1 minute, bro? Huh? Oh, you talking to someone else, Benny?
But I don't read the chat, I don't.
Nah, that's the WhatsApp thing in it there. But so who's your other brother? Mayhem TV.
Yeah, Mayhem TV. Yeah, he's just hit. I think it's 704 subscribers now. He's just hit
704.
704, yeah. The last time I looked earlier on, 7-4, yeah.
You got me, kid?
So there you go, Benji. You broke up, mate.
Oh, fuck you know. Benny, no, sorry, bro. Oh, Benny, you are funny, bruv. Yes, Cartman, big up yourself. More pictures, Benny. More pictures, yeah? Want the more pictures, yeah? Okay, then.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah,
give you a couple more. Do you know who that what you call it is? Do you know who that Nick Arctic Nick is?
Arctic Nick?
Yeah, we got a picture of Arctic Nick.
What the fuck's that? Arctic Nick.
Got a picture of Arctic Nick there. He's also there in his Tim Westwood suit.
Arctic Nick, where's he off then? What channel's he going?
Oh, I think he follows Big Fatty Sweaty Dave. He also starred in Three Men and a Little Baby.
Fuck.
Nick Williams, his name is. So he starred in Three Men and a Little Baby.
I don't watch his channel, that Dave. I've heard about it, but I don't watch it.
Yeah, right, let's get a few. Should we get a few more up, mate? Come on. Who else can we get? We've got a picture of PP and
let's have a look.
We got a picture of PP and Combi and Truth together, actually together. Mertz as one. So that's Combi and Truth. No, that's Combi and Truth with PP's face.
Oh God, I'm gonna kill it. Oh God.
PP is oh shit, bro. Stop it, bro. John, I'm not gonna do you like that, bro. I'm not gonna do you like that, kid. I'm not gonna do you like that, bro. We've got Tony Burkett on his movie that he done.
Fuck yeah. Fucking swerk it.
Wait there.
Kieran, you lost some weight, bro.
Oh, where are they now? Fucking hell. Yeah, we've done a few that I can't fucking. Yeah, that one's a good one, isn't it? We done because remember when Jotney and Thingy Bob was gonna fight. Remember when Jotney Sparrow PP was gonna fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone done the actual.
Well, they was gonna fight with that crowd, are they?
No. Right there. Someone done the actual billboard for it. The actual billboard for the fight, like the hold on a minute. This is it anyway.
Bang it up. It's never bushes.
This was it. No, this one ain't that good, man, but yeah. This was the fight that was happening anyway.
Fuck yeah. I don't know which one's which.
Jotney's the one on the right. PP's the
one. Oh God, the both at the fucking same. Oh God.
Better ones than that. Watch. God, I've been laughing at me, kid. And Garth was coming as well. So Garth said he comes. Oh, that ain't even gone. And Garth was on his way to that fight as well.
Oh God, the head sharp shrunk. Put a cone on that head and it'll be him.
Yeah, let's delete it overlay. Put the next one up. Should we show some more? We did do Salford on them ones as well, but that should do for now. That should do for now. Stop simping attention, you know. But...
Been doing some hours here, ain't you, Benji? Nearly 3 hours.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna
nearly
come
3
off
hours.
Anyone else doing a live or anyone else jumping on or what?
Have you subscribed to Mayhem?
No, you can put his thing. No. Why does it? How many people jump on his lives like?
It varies, mate. It varies. Probably not as much as yours. What, you've got over 100 people in here, haven't you?
Yeah, but that's only because Cesspit's not on. Well, it's not that actually. It started from the fight in it, but humble trier. Could be anyone.
I'll get him to set one up in a minute. Jump over there.
Yeah, big up Craigie. Doesn't matter whether Sean may have been on the panel yet. He hasn't actually. Constantly citizen.
All TV live at 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm reading the chat now.
What's on at 10? Yes, facts.
TV.
You come at the end, bro. You missed it. Fucking peeling like a bitch, I swear. Peeling, man.
That's Sean's channel, isn't it? Alt TV.
Man getting peeled. Yeah, live at 10, Hawk.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, like the bigger channels, like.
So there you go, Benji. You're in the bigger channels. You know what you're saying?
I said, I mean the bigger channels. What bigger channels are going on?
You said I'm only on the bigger channels.
Oh well, you're not fucking.
Oh God.
Harlen is a Jenner. Sorry, they're a peaceful race. Sure, man, got a comment on a vid of mine now, and I'll do it. Monk, what are you doing, man? Are you, Monk? Has Peanut's head returned? Won't get me unblocked. I know it's only 4 weeks since you said you'd undo, so. So what we doing then? What's everyone doing? Gavin?
Yeah, man.
We staying over here, or we fucking...
Do you want to do anything, man? It's up to you, mate. If you want to stay on, or if you want to pop on another live, it's up to you.
Staying on, bro.
Staying on? Garth's in the chat, ain't
he? Who?
Garth.
Yes, babe. I can see you, love. Big up Garth. Yeah, Garth. Listen, he's seen them memes anyway, ain't you, Garth? And PP has. Rolling a blunt. Go on, Craigie. Sorry if that thing slipped.
Get on the panel, Garth. Or PP. One of you. Or two of you.
Zeus at 10:15. These are the little channels, though. They don't really get any money over 20 people or whatever, innit? Like, not none of we all do, but I wouldn't even suggest my own channel, to be fair. If people said, oh, what channels are on tonight? I fucking wouldn't even mention mine.
You've got to start somewhere now, the Benji. They have.
No, listen, I'm still with this is why I said I wouldn't mention myself, bro. Because
you've got a lot in there. You had over 200 at one stage.
I have before. We have before, but it isn't consistent, is it? So
Love you too, babe. They settled on a street fight, so instead of volleying, is this someone volley? Volley Dennis. Oh, instead of volleying, I still can't fucking say that. Volleying Dennis, the penis in the head, Harlan. You did that on purpose, Fat, so I couldn't fucking read it.
Just volleying him in fucking hell, yeah.
Like all day, every day, does, doesn't he? Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, man.
Did you watch it, Benji?
Which, bruv?
That fight between them two.
Yeah. Of course I did. I've got it on my channel. I've put it on my channel. I shared it off your... Was it YouTube Idiots? I think it might have been YouTube Idiots I shared it from.
I don't know. What did you make of it? I ain't spoke to you about it.
It weren't a... Let's at the start, it seemed like a fight, but then it just changed. It just changed style. Garth, is that you talking? Because I've got to be...
Evening, how are we? Are we good?
Oh, here we are. We got Garth.
My gee.
Yeah, I was just watching those photos. They're fucking brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah. That's what it is. Let's hear Garth's opinion on it.
Yes.
We always want to hear Garth's opinion. Sorry, Garth. You haven't seen it. Actually, let's just...
the fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I put it in. I put it in the chat earlier. I've had like a section. Fucking hell. Oh dear. I don't know why they were blocking the pathway. People who just walked straight past, wouldn't they?
Two kids
no
playing.
one's dialing 999 for that shit, are they? Fucking hell. You know what? I want to credit them for fucking turning up and having a row, but I could have played paper, scissors, stones over the phone and fucking had a better row.
Oh God, going into library.
Oh dear, I played ruffle with my dog. It's a fucking. Do you know what? At least fair play to them. They both turned up, didn't they, and sorted it out. They quashed it, and that's all that matters. They both went home.
Yeah, that's the
and that's all it comes down to. And do you know what? I hope more than anything, I can't stop giggling about it, to be honest. Yeah, I did think the neck thing was a little bit out of order. I've got to agree with Film Boy. I do agree with him about that. I think otherwise he should just let it go and not be so emotional about it.
Agree with him about what they've got?
I think, yeah, mate, Harlan's a sharp cookie. He's not fucking stupid and he can make his own mind up. I think I've read a comment that his old man left, actually, in Film Boy's little video. And he said, look, he's a grown fella, he can do what he likes. And if that's his dad saying it, then that's what you've got to go with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And not only that, Harlan has been giving it a large one for a bit, saying he's had a few fights in pubs and stuff. And, you know, it was what it was. At least everyone's all right. And I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt, really. And that's the best thing that's going to come out of it.
Really? Man said, really? Yeah, they got home safe. Yeah,
I think YouTube's gone mental, and I think if it carries on the way it is, it's only going to get worse and worse, and someone will end up getting hurt properly.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's far worse with all the other shit. To be fair, like that was only a little bit of clout, wasn't it? It could have been a lot worse. Harlan could have had his neck broke like a chicken.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like. I didn't like it, that part of it, but it was a free for all, and that's how it goes.
Exactly.
So, yeah, while I agree with what Film Boy said, I can get it. I do understand where he's coming from. I don't agree with him on the whole because he was in the middle of a fucking... do you know what? He was in the middle of arranging it, so he should really have just not said anything. It would have been better for him.
You forgot. Can I ask you a question? Do you know when you say you don't agree, you agree where it's coming from, right? But it was Film Boy who wanted to set this this fight up prior to it. He was on about on a gypsy camp with a dare to go or a better, just a straight up boxing, whatever. But tonight it's come out and it's all totally different.
Yeah, when I heard him, when I heard him talk about it, it was just the way I think Film Boy was promoting it, if you like, let's call it that for just the sake of argument. He was saying just a fist fight. That's where he was coming from, I think, genuinely. But when you start wrenching people about like that, just for a fucking fight over YouTube bollocks, you know, you can really do some damage. So I do agree with him about that part. That's what I'm saying. Do I agree with his video? I don't think using autism is the right angle to come from, to be honest, just for me. But I haven't got anything to do with autism.
What he fought on the first Friday night fight card? What was the difference then as well?
Yeah, so that would have been different. Okay, I've got that as well.
He was calling Ben Hatchett out for the fight. If he'd have got it, what's any difference between that as well?
Yeah, they were all going to fight that Ben, weren't they?
Exactly. So what's the difference there as well? He was being told to call him out in a WhatsApp group, apparently. So what's the difference there?
Because it's more of a controlled environment, I think, was where he was going with
There's
it.
nothing controlled when you get punched in the
head.
head.
You can't get punched in the face. I wear glasses.
Sean, I
Is
hope
that
you haven't blacked anyone.
me in the face? You know, I've got a funny shaped head. Is that a fucking reason not to punch me in the face? In fact, I think it's probably more of a fucking reason to punch me in the face. I'm surprised when I walk down the street, random people don't just fucking cross the road and run up and smash me one right on the jaw.
Oh God!
No, can I just say
where I'm coming from that, Bob, as well with that.
Sean Wayne, don't be blacking people, bro. Honestly, I've told you not to do that, man. So if you know what I mean, just come out to chatting if you don't want to speak to them or whatever.
I don't like the way it's gone with all this Traveller, you have a fair play, man, and all that.
Yes, mate.
I think it's kind of a bit of bullshit, really. If you're going to have a row, just have a fucking row.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's just about safety, okay, maybe that's the way forward. I don't know, but let's do it in a ring where, you know, you aren't really going to get hurt, but you can punch people. You know, you wear some gloves, it's over and done with, you shake hands and you move on.
But if you're going to set up a bare knuckle fight, you can't start saying, oh, because the person got autism after, when you was going to set one up prior to it.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I don't think that's
you
the right
understand what I'm
angle for it to
saying?
come from. Yeah, I mean,
it's really contradictive. That's all I've got to say on the matter. It's contradictive.
Yeah, I found that. I didn't agree with his video completely, but I could see his perspective, if you like. He was clearly worried. I mean, that is a bad thing to do unless you're trained and you're going to try and choke someone out properly. Then you really shouldn't be doing that shit. I mean, you can really end up. What if he'd hurt him and then gone to prison? We'd have been all having a different conversation.
There's that, yeah. But you can be punched in the head as well, can't you, Garth? And it'd have the exact same impact. Punch in the temple, whatever, you're dead.
Yeah. You see loads of these one-punch things, and
exactly. So there's no difference between it. You're getting punched, you're going to get hurt. You can drop down, get it off the curb, anything. You see it yourself, and you see it all the time. Somebody's been hit once, they fell over, they're off the curb, they're dead.
Yeah, and that's why I think the way forward is just to go in the ring with some gloves on and just. I mean, back in the day, they used to do that at school. They used to put people in and just a boxing match at school. You know, a little while ago, obviously before my time, but yeah, that's what happens. That's how they sorted it, and it was. And more times than not, you end up becoming friends because you have that mutual respect, and
no one's going to block you.
Nothing, isn't it? It's over nothing. I mean, I don't even know what they're.
It's silly when you got people who are trying to fight who can't fight.
Thank you.
That's the worstest thing. That's the worstest thing.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, I don't mind saying I'd have fucking wiped the floor with both of those people if it was a proper fight. Well, I would have, mate. I'm not joking.
I'm absolutely not joking.
Yeah, the cone thing, it's an advantage because you've got that aerodynamic. You can move, you can bob and weave. it's fucking quicker than a normal head. Do you know what I mean? It's more
Exactly.
difficult.
Exactly, Gar. Exactly.
You've got to fucking zone right into it. You know, it'll take you 20 minutes just to focus. So
exactly, you're having an advantage over them. That can't.
It wouldn't have been fair. It wouldn't have been fair. I'd have turned up. I said, look, do you honestly want it? Because look at the shape of my head. You've got no fucking chance. Go on,
Exactly.
we'll shake hands now before you get hurt.
Exactly.
Split them.
But equally, like Kieran says, you know, when it comes to something like that, and I was reading a couple of comments about the kicking in the bollocks thing as well, and mate, it's a fucking free for all. As long as you're not jumping over on people's heads, then pretty much anything goes on it. Do you know what I mean? I'd have probably gathered up
you're in
and
nuts, are you?
started whipping them about.
We sure that isn't Mr. Ashstring under that count?
Who's that?
Mr. Ashstring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really talk about Ash. I think everyone knows exactly how I feel about him.
And I was that's the reason I pointed that out.
Fucking hell, he went up to his brother's channel, didn't he? God, he was up his brother's channel, wasn't you?
What now, Paul?
I was on a chat. I went on to Mayhem's actually.
Yeah, my brother's,
yeah. Okay, I didn't realise it was your brother, mate.
Yeah, my brother's, yeah. I was there in the panel, on the panel.
Yeah, so I like your brother. I like his channel. It's fucking good. Do I think that Ash needs to sort his shit out? Yeah, I do. When he came on, all right, I will go there because you fucking backed me. You pushed me that direction. So,
was he in the chat?
Say again.
Is he in the chat?
Well, if he's in the chat, get him
it's just something. I think anyway, he slipped up a little bit when he said Nottingham, but yeah, he said he's got loads of accounts. I don't know. I might be wrong, but we'll keep an eye.
Do you know what? It's not that I hate Ash. I don't hate him. I just don't want him to be a cunt.
Let's Google it, mate. He says he's from Nuts, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, someone had given him a slap before he even went to the Fight Club, didn't they?
He says he's from Nuts.
Yeah, I think someone had given him a dig before he even went to the actual Friday Night Fight Club.
He said to me he was training at a gym in Derby. He was Ash.
Yeah, that's what Nottingham done it. Nottingham, Derby.
Yeah, but they're the distance, aren't they? They ain't right next to each other, aren't they?
Nah, but they're close though. Nottingham and Derby and that.
Do you know what I really mean is I'd like Ash to get his head sorted because he's got a family, he's got kids. You know, let's be reasonable. At the moment, it's not good, is it? It's not good. So that's what I'd rather happen for him. That's what I'd rather happen. There you go. That's hand on heart. What I truly want.
He's quiet at the moment, anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why I jumped on your brother's panel, mate, because he just came on. He was pissed. I just thought, no, fuck off and just go away and come back. And like I said to him, if he was to just come on and say, look, I'm really sorry, I fucked up. I've got my head on straight now. Then do you know what? I wouldn't have a fucking... Well, I haven't got a problem with him anyway, really, but I wouldn't have a problem. I'd have a problem less with him now if he was to do that. But I don't think he's owned his shit. That's what gets my goat a little bit. He hasn't really owned it, and yeah, I'm not going to hold it against him forever. You know what I mean? It's not. I've got better things to do. I'm more aggravated by Johnny Woodsman, who is a complete fucking tool. The man is a fucking idiot, and I'd quite happily meet up with him anytime he wants. I mean, he's coming back to England in about 8 months or something, and I did say to him, yeah, I'll quite happily meet up with it because the way he's been talking, it's disgusting. Absolutely
He is meeting up with nobody. That Johnny Bumber, mate. He's just a troll. That's all he is. Just goes on, just gives a load of abuse. He's nothing more. He's just a fucking mouthpiece. That's all he is.
God, mate, yeah. I mean, But he deserves a slap from what he's been saying to these.
Oh yeah,
these
yeah,
ladies.
definitely deserves a slap, but nobody's going to see him.
Well, I hope that he contacts me somehow when he comes back. I mean, he said that he would, but whether he's going to or not, I don't know. I quite happily would, though. Not a problem.
No.
And if he'd have been in this country, I'd have driven there. After he said to Lindsay, "You can have 5 cocks up your ass and 1 in your cunt," who the fuck talks like that? Yes, mate. Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah, horrible, horrible, horrible man. And I'm sorry about the language and the way that I've explained it, but there's only one way to say it, and that's exactly the way he said it. So, that disrespect for all women. I mean, it's clipped. It's clipped.
Yeah, he's a dirty guy. Then he can say to you, go and kill yourself as well.
Yeah, I didn't take that to you. Do you know what I mean? The bloke's a joke. But what he was saying also about Lindsay was that she'd condoned some sort of suicide from fucking years ago with Cody Lackey.
I don't know who he is. I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, no, he is a proper wrong. And but what he doesn't realise was that people were. So there's a massive history, and I think he misquoted. But then he contradicts himself by saying, "Oh yeah, go and kill yourself." Well, all right, yeah, I don't really take that seriously. But it's just the way he comes across. I think when he's pilled and pissed, he and he doesn't even remember. That's the half the shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
He upset OG Emma, and he was massively insulting to her. And then he was pleased about it. He was pleased that he made her cry. What the fuck's all that about?
Emma, Scouse Emma.
OG Miss Emma. She's in the chat now.
I was going to say, fucking Scouse Emma crying. Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, he was rude to her as well. No, honestly, if you go back and Lindsay's lot, you're not going to, but it's on there, mate. It's on there. It's just
that's the good look,
yeah, and OGM's got a lot of stuff going on. I met her today for a coffee. It was nice.
Oh, did you? That's nice.
Yeah, I met just down the road from where she is, because I'm going to obviously take her to court when she goes. So yeah, we just met up for a quick chat. I had a coffee. Introduced her to my dog, which was nice.
How many coffees got?
Just the one, my friends. Just the one. She's a really nice girl. She is.
1 litre, one more. Oh, what?
In fact, if I would, I've got a Glock out. And he's a speedy.
And that's what's good. And that's why, Zeus, Jim.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like what he does, because he just goes about, doesn't he, trying to meet people. And I'd like to eventually meet some more people from the nicer side, like Benji, yourself, people that are genuine.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to meet a few people. There is a nice thing to YouTube, even though it's gone a bit crazy. There are some nice people.
Yeah, you got to put it in the room, and yeah, simple.
Cool. See, you're getting first hand.
I spoke to the pod rep earlier.
Say again, mate.
I said I spoke to the pod rep earlier.
Yeah, how is he?
Did you?
Right?
Yeah, he said he was coming over my way the next month or so, so I've got to meet up and have a point.
Yeah, I've spoken to him, and he sounds. I think the people totally misunderstood what was happening to him, and then it kind of got. Yeah, I like him, so there you go. I'm gonna put my cards on the table. I do like him, and I have spoken to him on the phone.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, he is, and I think that's what I was saying. You can you only need one comment on just in the chat, or you can say something that can be misconstrued, and you're fucking done.
It sells in the wind, doesn't it? It sells in the wind because everywhere.
It's brutal. It is brutal. I'm being trolled. People.
Oh, you got people trolling you, mate.
Well, fucking Benji with his photos, the prick.
Oh God! You've been stuck them photos.
You waiting to get that? You need to go.
Right, I've smoothed all of this conversation. Just led it towards that.
You had me like a bit of bait, then, didn't you, kid? Fucking at that bait, straight out the
You know,
water.
the best one. The best one's the fat one. I love that one the best.
The fat one, that one with the gun.
Yeah, that is funny, Addy. That bigger.
Well, you know what? Listen to this guy. Any consolation, right? I asked, for just once. This is what I asked someone else to do this one for me, and I said, "Can you just do me one picture of just what's his name? Fucking, I can't think of his name. Fucking that mad geezer, man, the old geezer. I can't remember his name. So, you living in London, Salford Speaks, and that other geezer, I can't think of his name.
Ratpool.
Do you know what?
Ratpool, I could never think of that fucking name, man. Ratpool, yeah. And
Ratpool.
all of a
I like
sudden, I got that one, and they came back with one each picture of that fat one. But yeah, I only showed you one, and Salford's one.
I hope everyone's taking it in the same vein that I have and just laughed about it. I don't know if you've had any feedback.
Yes, come on, man. And I've done the other ones as well with I done the cartoon ones. But yeah, it was just a laugh, mate. You know what?
Yeah, mate, I totally get it. It's yeah, I like it. I do. I think it's funny. I wish I could do it.
Yeah,
because obviously I'll fucking ruin you.
It's all banter.
Yeah, you would. I know you would. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be absolutely relentless. But yeah, I think.
But you actually, I don't know why I said you would, because you actually wouldn't, because I'm probably one of the best at editing when it comes to them sort of things. Yeah, you'd get a run for your money. Put it that way, Garth.
Yeah, mate, I'd be well behind you. You'd absolutely annihilate me. Do you know? And that's why I like. Do you know Mr. Meatball?
Yeah.
Have you seen his channel?
I haven't actually. No. I've heard of
Go
him.
and have a look, mate. Honestly, it's hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah, yes, it is, mate. Yeah, honestly, he's ripped the shit out of me loads. Well, loads of people. But yeah, Mr. Meatball. If you haven't seen it, go and have a look because it will make you smile.
Yeah, man, bro. Definitely. 100%. I'll go and check it out. So, Sean's getting off anyway. Yeah, I'm going anyway in 5 minutes, man. Because I've got to come off and saying good night to my missus and that. Yeah, I'm coming off in 5 minutes. Anyone doing a live? Does anyone want to do a live? And I'll send these over to you live if anyone wants to do one. Anyone wants to shoot one up.
I'm going to message my brother in a bit and see if he's going to set one up. So if anybody subscribe to him, I'm going to. You've probably got a few in your chat anyway. Subscribe to him.
Links up there, mate. But I'm going in
yeah, big up to my
See if he wants to set one up. So, Sam Benji for having me on, mate.
It's a mellow channel. It's a good channel, that.
Yeah. Is there put the link up for that one? Oh, Steve Harvey.
All right, lads. I only jumped on just so that I could smooth into that.
5 7.
But yeah, Benji, thanks for letting me on.
You're welcome, man. Safe, man. Yeah, we've had a good live tonight. It's been good, man. We've had up to like 200 people on here and that. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little scroll about, see what other lives are anyway. But safe, big up everyone that's coming in.
I spoke to Lindsay today, and she doesn't want to clash with your lives. She was worried about it.
Me, I just do it randomly. I do it randomly now, Garth, because I'm always busy. So I just do it randomly. I don't want to clash with anyone's idea, man. But yeah, I had to because
she was bigging you up, and she was just concerned that she didn't want to sort of clash, really.
Oh, big up Lindsay. Big up Lindsay.
Yeah, because she always bigs you up, mate. Always.
Yeah, man. She's saying, man. She's saying.
Yeah.
So, you know what? She got a good channel there. She got a good channel, man.
Yeah, I think the ladies needed one, didn't they? They did need one.
Yeah, because so they could have their own panel, of course. Everyone's shook to get on their panel, mate.
Yeah,
Don't blame them.
I'm not surprised. They're brutal as fuck.
Yeah, brutal, baby.
Shut up. They take no prisoners over there. Which is hilarious. You should get yourself on, Benji. You should get yourself on there, mate.
Yeah, I've been over there. I've actually been on a panel as well.
Oh, okay.
I've actually been on a panel.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, listen, lads. I'm going to go now. Yeah. Thanks again. It's been nice.
Big up yourself, Garth, man. Respect, bro, for coming on that.
Yeah, respect to you both. Anyway, and big up the chat as well.
Listen, bro. Thanks for taking the memes as a joke and that, mate, because they are only that, bro.
Of course they do. Yeah, they're brilliant. Don't stop doing them. Don't stop doing them.
All right, bro. Don't worry. You won't be on the next one, son. Don't worry.
I'll see you later on. Cheers.
Later, mate. Later. Benji, thanks for having me on, mate. And
you're welcome. Anytime. Yeah, pick up everyone that's and I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. Later, mate.